Welcome to World Class Bullshitters, the epitome of pop culture. I'm your host, Jeff Hicks, and with me tonight is the one, the only, Dion Green.
Baby, boys and girls, children of all ages, keeping in line with what I said last week, especially because it's Valentine's Day. Give your mama my phone number.
Ladies, call them. That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Simone Big Rig Dick Utam.
And like I said last week, Dion, no. Okay, just no. All right.
And finally, he's not Appalachian American, but we're going to say it because it pisses him off. Kendo Slice.
Where's my lobster rolls?
So, folks, like Dion said, it's Valentine's Day, but we're very, very happy to give you another episode of World Class Bullshitters. Episode 160, to be exact. So, Dion, we've been doing this since episode 1. Can you believe how fast 160 episodes roll around?
I actually can't. Thinking back, the most I can attach myself to is, memory of you and I and he who shall change his name after hearing this, arguing about fucking movies all the time and this, that, the other thing. You coming up with a show, joining it, and then treating it like it was any other conversation. Next thing I know, it's been 160 fucking episodes. People know who I am. People know who you are. And next thing you know, I'm apparently gonna, butt fuck Lena Dunham. So my life has definitely improved, and it's fucking awesome.
Is that an improvement though? Is that?
I think so.
He's never gonna listen to this.
I think she will, because you know what? She'll reach that low point in her career where people won't hire her, and then she'll be like, "Well, there's one guy out there that loves me."
As if that hasn't happened already. But
well, I
mean, no, yeah, I see where you're going.
Well, I mean, if Amy Schumer can find love, I guess so can Lena Dunham.
Oh God. Oh yeah, Lena Dunham's gonna find it through Dion.
I'm about to say, didn't Amy Schumer get pregnant and shit? Like somebody actually voluntarily had sex with her and produced an offspring.
Some people like barnyard animals.
The sex part, I'm just saying,
I mean,
you're choosing to reproduce at this point. Maybe wait a few years,
that takes like the whole concept of goat roping to a whole new level.
Okay. So, just a note, we're only 40 episodes away from episode 200. So, Dion, I think we're going to have to do something special. Nick, Kendo, I hope you're proud of it, first off. Secondly, we all need to come up with something incredibly epic for episode 200.
We just live broadcast us walking through Vegas. That's what we do.
Ooh, I'm not opposed to that at all.
I'm not really opposed to that either.
That's not a goddamn, Nick. It's about time you start pulling your weight on this goddamn show.
Well, folks, if you want to see us hanging out in Vegas for episode 200, go ahead and kick in some of that Patreon money.
I was gonna say we should do a World Class Bullshitters.
Press L.
Press L. I was gonna say do an episode from a cruise ship. Maybe one of us comes back, one of us doesn't. I don't know.
The two of you had my curiosity with this show. Now you got my motherfucking attention.
4 men enter. We don't know how many leave.
No, we'll just do it. We'll just do it from the beach and like four chairs on a beach in the Caribbean. Fuck it.
Fucking. We just make a new T-shirt. 4 men enter. No man leaves. 4 men enter. No man, and we just fucking get shit. The show's been gone for 3 weeks, guys. Yeah, we're sobering up after all. Dion took a month off. Dion took FMLA fucking medical time off after the episode 200 celebration.
That's dedication.
Lives were changed.
Lines were crossed. Things were said that cannot be unsaid.
Yeah. Dion woke up buried on the beach. We don't know how. We weren't with him.
Dion truly needs this.
We lost
this
him 3 days ago and found him.
In Lena Dunham's backyard.
Was that a euphemism for? Never mind. So let's start talking.
You get me?
Yeah. Ooh, I don't want to. All right. So as always, we'd like to thank our patrons. We have a new patron, guys. This new patron makes me happy because we have Simple Jack Dynamite.
Oh my god!
Who has joined our Patreon page? So Simple Jack Dynamite. Thank you very much. And I'd like to also give a very special shout out to our friend Admiral Tiberius. So he just joined the top tier elite level of our Patreon page. So we always appreciate that. I'll get your t-shirt size from you in the coming days. And I'm going to be getting back to everybody over there with all the messages and stuff you guys have been sending. So thank you to everybody who's been helping us out through Patreon. I'd also like to thank everybody who has mailed us a dozen Rose Ticos.
Oh my
I've been
God.
checking the emails, and we got these confirmation emails from Entertainment Earth. So they're gonna at least be like, I don't know, 36 Rose Ticos at the PO box minimum. It's gonna be kind of crazy. So
Just forward them to Ethan. It's fine.
I kind of got plans for the Rose Ticos, man.
Oh, okay, all right.
I got plans for the Rose Ticos. But
Should've been in the green room, bro.
yeah, man, we were talking about our plans. You know, we talk about this world-class bullshitter's house we want to live in. It's going to be based on Rose Tico, man. That's the foundation.
Yeah. It's a Tico Tower.
The Tico, oh
we
my
saw
God.
how that worked out for a certain franchise, so I don't think I want to take that risk yet, buddy.
Oh.
We're not too big to fail just yet.
Well, I love you guys. We can make anything happen.
Right.
So let's see what else we got to make happen before we start tonight's topic, the curious case of Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy. Oh, yes, Horror Hound. It is 1 month away. So world-class bullshitters will be at Horror Hound, Cincinnati, here in Cincinnati, at the Sharonville Convention Center on the 15th through the 17th of March. On day 1, Friday, we'll be hanging out at the show. Come find us. It'll be great. Day 2, Saturday, we'll be at the show, and we'll try to have a little meet and greet afterwards. We had one in Indianapolis, and you'd be surprised how many people showed up. We were surprised.
Yes.
It was a lot of fun, and it was surprisingly humbling. It's like all these people came up like, yeah, I love your show, this and that. I'm just like, wow, okay, cool. So
And then the dildos came out.
The dildos, we got dildos. See, the thing is, Dion got a dildo. Our friend
Yes,
Jeremy
yes.
Peerboom gave me a stack of James Bond trading cards and a Princess Leia action figure. So,
Nick and I didn't get shit.
well, you're the newest one on the show. They don't know you yet.
That's fine.
Yeah, and
You're
and
not
I'm-
proud of the
and
quality
I'm-
content.
Yeah, and I'm technical support, so it's fine. I was happy with the tequila that we also acquired as well.
that
so,
was actually really nice.
it was
Oh, yeah,
some
Tim
top
always
shelf
gives us
stuff.
the hookup.
Dude,
Yeah,
it was
nothing
good
like
stuff.
walking back to the table after circulating, handing out cards to here's some tequila. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. There was not a sober moment most of that weekend.
No.
Good.
I
That's how
do
this one's gonna
thoroughly
be.
enjoy. My favorite part is this. Papa Lape walked around a little bit. Nick walked around. Kendall walked around, and there was that brief bro moment where the four of us are at the table. Jeff and I are sitting there drinking beer literally for like 5 hours. We didn't get up and do anything. We were drinking. Kendall and Nick come back. They're just standing there. Nick got another chair somewhere. He just started drinking. I think I opened the bourbon. We got the tequila. We were sitting there drinking. It was fucking like just for perspective's sake. It's amazing we didn't get in any fucking trouble because we were sitting there drinking
Dude,
for
that's
3/4 of a fucking day.
Dude,
Horror Hound.
that's how the horror cons are, man. Like you
It's
drink,
awesome.
they say, "Oh, don't bring in alcohol." It's like, yeah, what the fuck ever.
But that's why
Yeah, I
that's the
can't
only
wait.
reason we work horror shows and not comic shows, because comic shows,
Mhm.
ooh, it's for the family, it's this and that. You know what?
The kids are there.
Yeah, I don't care about your kids.
Fuck
I'm
your
Brock
kids.
Lesnar. I don't give a shit about your kids, okay? You keep them at home. You take them to your comic shows. We're a big boy podcast. We go to Horror Hound. We do that kind of stuff. Come hang
Yeah,
out
we
with
fuck
us
shit
if you're 21 and over. The conventions are for you to come hang out with us. And this year is going to be no different. Here it's in my hometown. I know all the cool places. I think the guys and I might have to go to the Brazilian steakhouse. So
Yep.
we'll have to make that happen too. But if
I'm
you're
gonna have to get my suit ironed.
well, it's not that classy of a joint.
Oh,
Trust
okay,
me.
then never mind then. Yeah, all right.
It's not Fogo
smart
de Chao.
casual.
Yeah. I mean, Phil went in the t-shirt and they still let us in.
Well,
Well,
Phil,
that's because they also thought Phil was actually supposed to be on the menu.
Oh my god.
Ouch.
I didn't know beluga whale was was part of that menu.
See, now he took it too far. I just made a shot. Now Nick's the one that's taking that ball just a little further over the line.
Well,
That's
it's Phil.
true.
He's he has a special place in my heart. So.
I did, it's funny. I mentioned you guys were coming to town and he goes, all
Claps
of
have
them?
a special place in here.
Of course, he goes all of them.
Yeah, I said, yeah, all of us. And then he just goes, oh, okay, never mind. So
Probably
well.
because he was going to be like, well, Kendo and Dion could stay at my house. And Dion and I'll do the same thing we did last time. No, we're getting a B&B.
Yeah. We thought about it. We talked about it, and we decided a resounding no.
It was literally a 15-second discussion. Hey, you want to stay at Phil's? No. You want to get an Airbnb? Yeah. All right.
Done.
I'm so glad you guys made it.
Make the resi. I'll give you the half.
Oh, so Let's start talking about, well, hold on. We had a whole bunch of super chats rolling. So first off, Dr. Coffinails wanted to say, can't be here tonight, guys. Just wanted to confirm our MASH/after-MASH watch-a-thon. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Dr. Coffinails. You were one of the people we met at Horror Hound, so thank you very much.
Yes,
We got your CD.
Yes.
Yep.
Now, this is why we're reading the super chats right now. This is a very important one. Our friend Russell Nash says, hey, fellas, I'm turning 21 on Monday. Any advice for me?
Oh,
Don't go hot out of the box, real just breakneck pace.
Yes.
Because you
It
will
is a
crash.
marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, do not. No, don't start chugging Everclear. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Here's my advice. If a girl accidentally pukes on you, give her a chance. It might work out.
Yep.
And here's mine. When you get drunk, and if you happen to score like the boss that you are, just remember, yeah, poop comes from there, but it's okay.
Yeah, that's what you want. While you're scoring, think of Dion.
Yeah, there you go.
Have you guys ever seen that episode of Beavis and Butthead where they go to the future and there's a gravestone that says, "Here lies Beavis, he never scored"?
Yep.
Yes.
Every time you keep saying score, I think of Beavis and Butthead. What a
I think
great...
that was the Christmas episode.
It was the Christmas episode.
Yeah, It's a Miserable Life or Ha Ha Humbug, one of the two.
Would you be opposed to doing Beavis and Butthead commentary one of these years, Kendo?
Is a pig's pussy made out of pork rinds?
What we should do is we should do it like, remember how they would do the commentary over the music videos?
Yes.
We should do a couple of those just for the fun
I'm down.
of it. I'll do
Yeah,
little
do it.
animated versions of us and we'll put it over the video.
Perfect.
But yeah, Russell, have a good time. Drinking's fun. Obviously, you got to be safe, so I don't want to sound like a TV commercial, but don't fuck around with your car when you're drinking. It's never worth
No, man.
it.
Download the Uber and the Lyft app and use them.
Uber, baby.
Yep. Download both those apps, put in your credit card information, and make sure you got them.
Now, my buddy, well, it's really not a buddy. He's a cousin to my cousin, but I know him. He got a DUI. It was $10,000.
What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Just
That
just
commercial's no joke, baby.
Yeah,
It's
that's
literally about $10,000.
Yeah,
And
shit's
this
expensive.
this dude came from a rich family, so $10,000 to them was nothing. But I don't know you personally. Maybe one day we will. But $10,000 is a healthy chunk of change, so don't fuck it around for a couple beers. So, Kevithar113, thank you very much. Making chicken cordon bleu for the wife, so I'll have to catch this on the replay. Everyone have a great night, and may all WCBSers not be incels.
We're hoping.
Yeah. TLJ Screwchuff, if it doesn't tell Mouse, we hate Rian Johnson. Okay, so this is where we should start talking about, because these are all about the Rian Johnson trilogy. So last night, guys, I was out. This is why we didn't go live or do anything crazy. But I was out at a hockey game because my friends got married. You know, they celebrated their first date at the hockey game, so they wanted to get married at the place they first met. Cool. So I'm there having a great time. Didn't look at my phone once. Get to the parking lot, and there's Geeks and Gamers and Jeremy. No, Geeks and Gamers. This is Jeremy. Geeks and Gamers and Ethan and all these other YouTube channels that I love are talking about Rian Johnson trilogy canceled. Rian Johnson's trilogy canceled. So I get a message from Kendo. Rian Johnson's out at Lucasfilm. And I'm like, yes, it's finally over. The nightmare's over. And I ride home happy. I'm listening to music. I'm ready to start today. I wake up early. I'm pumped. I'm getting ready to start working on content. And I fucking see the tweet from Rian Johnson that says, I'm still working on my trilogy. So I became really upset and disheartened by that news. But it was a rumor that got everybody. So what did you guys first think of the news when you heard about Rian Johnson's trilogy getting axed?
With anything I hear about Star Wars these days, like I just take it with a grain of salt. I'm just like, I'm going to wait and see where the news came from and see if it's real. I'm going to give it 24 hours and see what happens, because usually that's how these things are. Like if it's really outrageous and people are constantly tagging us in the stuff, I just take a minute and like look at the stuff and give it a day and be like, all right, what's going on? And then you see what happens with that.
Kendo, you were the one that told me about it. What did you think?
It was kind of like, oh, it's finally going to not happen. We've been saying it's probably never going to happen, but now it's finally not going to happen. This is kind of cool, but we'll wait to see if this is actually fucking true. See, I should have put rumor says, but I didn't. I was tired and typing fast.
Well, I was just, I thought the nightmare was over too, and I thought, finally, this is what's going to happen. But then I started to think, once we found out that it's a rumor from whatever website it was from, I think this rumor has caused more damage than any damage control can fix. Now, hear me out for a moment. a good chunk of people seem to not like The Last Jedi. A lot of people. They want to act like it's a small vocal minority, but realistically, you can look at Star Wars sales numbers in terms of merchandise compared to other things out there that still kick ass, like Marvel Legends and other things owned by Hasbro. And Star Wars is a disappointment and an embarrassment at this point. I mean, it is the crown jewel of all cheap merchandise at clearance stores. It's like, hey, we got this, we got that, and we got Star Wars. And it's like, oh man, Star Wars is sold at Ollie's, Tuesday Morning, all these crappy stores, whatever. So there's this weird funk on Star Wars right now. And it's not bad enough that people dislike a movie. You got people that make the movies attack fans. You have people working at Lucasfilm that want to poke the bear. They constantly disrespect Luke Skywalker. And the thing is, when you disrespect these characters, you don't really just disrespect a fictional character. You attack the people that have made your brand what it is. And that's where I think a lot of the disconnect with Star Wars is right now. For a lot of people, it's like, well, they shit on Luke Skywalker, and these writers are like, haha, it's funny. But then everyone that goes to see your movie feels, pissed on, and they're like, well, then I don't want to go see your next movie. So you kind of, I don't know, kill your future. And that's where they are right now. And I think that people getting excited over this news and then being let down, I think it's going to hurt episode 9, because they're like, just when I think Disney is going to listen to the fans and do something right, they go back and they give us more Rian Johnson movies, and now I'm even more deflated than before. What do you guys think?
I think that's a very good point. I think the bit about the realization of them fucking up their franchise, that's 100% true. I think nothing proved that more than The Last Jedi. The bit, especially when shitting on Luke Skywalker, they thought it was a good idea, and then everyone responded, and they were like, "What? That I think you are on the nail on that one." But in terms of it doing more damage, good for the fans, I think if anything, it's going to make them double down more. I think that, because one, I found out from Kendo as well, and I was in the same boat. I was like, fucking finally. And then seeing him tweet that out, he's still working on it. If anything, Lucasfilm, because again, they've painted themselves into a corner. This fucking corner is so strong. It's all the eggs in the basket at this point. If they can't change course after The Last Jedi and after fucking Solo, this is just gonna make them look at each other in the fucking bathroom while they're smoking that fucking crack pipe, and they're all gonna say, you know what? It's gonna work. It's gonna work. We have to stay the course. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Especially after the internet was like, fucking thank you. They're gonna say, no, they don't know what they're talking about. The trilogy has to work now. The next trilogy, he's a genius. He won a Saturn Award. He knows what he's doing. They're just gonna fucking double down. It's fucking depressing. And you're right. Star Wars is damaged fucking goods, but if we've learned anything in the last 2 years of this franchise, common sense and learning without running into that brick wall is not what Lucasfilms does. And this just fucking is going to embolden them. It's really bad.
Yeah, I mean, now is not the time to. I mean, I know I keep using the phrase "poke the bear," but it's kind of where we are right now. Now's not the time to do this, because Celebration's in 2 months, and 2 months from now. So that is when the world's going to see the episode 9 trailer. If you just keep pissing off the people, you want to call them fans, consumers, whatever you want to call them. Let me put it like this: places like Collider, places, people on the internet. I don't know what Chris Stuckman's up to these days, because I stopped watching years ago. But a lot of these places that have something to lose, like a John Campea, like if you say the wrong shit, you're SOL. Those people are going to act like everything's all fine and dandy, and they're going to try to control the narrative from April to December. But places like this, not just this channel, but the Fandom Menace as a whole, and you don't even have to listen to this channel to be a part of the Fandom Menace or Geeks and Gamers or Ethan. There's just, it's a big movement. And believe me, I check these online forums a lot, like, the comment sections and stuff, and I see people talking about us, Ethan and Jeremy, all the time, and it's not usually like, oh, those guys suck. It's like they're using verbiage from our videos and stuff like that. So it's going farther than you'd think. And these aren't just Star Wars fan sites. This is like, was it Slash Film and somewhere else I was at too. Like it's getting out there. You can keep having, Rian Johnson and John Campea, all these people tell you how great it is. But if you don't get right with the people that are online and the people that are out there in the real world, you're not going to make the money that you need. Now, this isn't going to impact their Disney World park and all this other crap, but your video game sales aren't that hot. and all the other stuff isn't that hot too. Like, what's it going to take for them to realize just respect the fans? Do you think that's that hard to understand at this point?
It is. I think it is. It really, like, I don't, in a kind of a weird roundabout way, Hillary and I are having this conversation, literally right before, as you guys heard us arguing about the fucking Switch. But
greatest conversation I've ever heard in my life.
It is the best selling and the best system of all time.
I hate you so much, Kendall, but you're still my coos, bro. But we were having a roundabout conversation about this right before the show, and it really is hard. They live in a different world, right? So, we've talked about this ad nauseum on the show. Hollywood is out of ideas. Hollywood doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, and Hollywood is no longer attached to reality. And again, when I say that, when Jeff says that, we're not saying it, in a jestful way where we're being like, oh, well, they're just really rich and we're the regular people, we're the little man, and our lot. It's like, no, there's literally, when it comes to making something that people want to see because that's what they love, they see things as, oh, well, we're making the movie that's going to make money because of trends or screen reactions. We know better than the consumer at this point. And for them to especially after The Last Jedi, to go forward with Solo, for them to be so deep in the hole that they had to come out with Solo, literally had to release it knowing that, changing director, all this shit, it really is difficult for them to sit back and then again admit that they were wrong, because you can't just make, say they decide to change course. They can't do that without saying anything that they would do in that fashion, even if it's changing Rian Johnson and JJ Fuckhams without making a statement. That would be them admitting that they were wrong. And at this point they can't, all the chips are on the table. It is fucking sink or swim, and they've done nothing but sink. But at the same time, they don't know. They just can't verbalize and put idea to paper to satisfy the fans, because they're just so far removed from what is good. The trendy thing is the Force is female, and the trending thing is blaming on Russian bots. But then when the Russian bots aren't the reason, blaming on toxic fan bases. And then the trending thing is to double down and then get Simon Pegg to come back, and because he's at the big kids table, to change what he said 10 years ago. Like that, all they know is what's trending, and it's not just cringy, but it's like going to your best friend and admitting that you were wrong after a big argument. Like, it's really hard for Lucasfilm at this point to do it. And it's just fucking, they just don't get it, man. It's the weirdest thing, but at the same time, it makes the most sense because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The bitch worked with fucking Steven Spielberg and she doesn't know what she's doing. That's crazy. You got the motherfucker that couldn't finish his own TV show. And he's making, Lost? Yeah, he couldn't finish his own show, and he's making your must-win movie. And make no mistake, Episode 9 is must. The motherfucker, I'm gonna say it again, couldn't finish his own show, and he's making your must-win movie.
Well, remember, man, he made Star Trek, and those movies, or that trilogy, he didn't even finish that trilogy out either. And that one was the third one, man. Star Trek Beyond. That might be my least favorite Star Trek movie.
Oh, I hate it so much. It's not.
I think you need to come over and rewatch 5 with me again and Nemesis, and then we'll come back to this conversation.
By rewatch, do you mean watch them for the first time? Because I've never seen them.
Oh yeah. Oh, we ladies and gentlemen, we got ourselves a show movie again here. I want to see your initial reaction watching those shit shows. But again,
as a kid, I saw the one where Kirk meets Picard, and they're like in some hut or something, or
Generations.
Yeah, Generations.
I remember seeing that as a kid and then falling right to sleep because I was like, I don't like this. That was
the fuck up thing. The fuck up thing. So that I'm a big Star Trek fan, and shout out to Joel, my fellow Trekkie. Shut up. But I remember I was in the hospital and I love Star Trek. And the first time I saw that was when I was in the hospital, and I loved Generations. And then I didn't see it, because of wrestling and comic books for like maybe 5 years. And that was when I went from, a little boy to having, straight up boners and stuff. And then I watched it again and I was like, wow, Generations is really fucking bad. And I was like, why is the second half of this movie literally Ian McKellen just beating the shit out of Patrick Stewart. That's the second half of the movie, and Kirk has to save him.
Wait, hold on. Ian McKellen.
Yeah, he's the bad guy, not Ian McKellen. What's his fucking name?
No,
he would play Loomis. He played Loomis and
Ian McDowell.
McDowell, thank you.
Ian McKellen, like Joe McHale's dad. He's an actor now. The Scoop, the Trek.
That explains why his fucking son's all fucked up. But yeah, man, it was like generation. Being an adult and watching that, you're just like, damn. Now I will never.
No, Malcolm McDowell. Malcolm McDowell.
I can't even get
Malcolm McDowell.
That's what it is. Malcolm
We're stuck
McDowell.
on Ian for some reason. Thank you.
Yeah, but I was like, no. It's Malcolm McDowell.
Ian McDermott.
Thank you, fans in the chat. Thank you. You guys could have been a little bit faster on the keyboard, but I'm not judging you. But thank you.
I was like, I know who the guy is, but I can't fucking name him. Yeah, okay, all right.
I know, Joe K470. We got it now. You should have typed that faster. God, now I'm fair. God damn it. Jamie, pull that up.
I'm sure everybody was freaking the fuck out because you couldn't name the guy correctly.
I'm trying to scroll up right now, and I know.
God damn it, Joe Rogan.
Fans, God, they were just like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
They're
like Ian McCall. Really? You're world class. You black motherfucker. It's Malcolm McDowell.
Oh shit!
I like Malcolm McDowell and the Clockwork Orange and Cat People. I agree.
Can Ian McCall be our favorite fictional actor on World Cup?
Oh god,
he is now.
A film by Richard Donner starring Ian McCall.
Oh god.
World class bullshitters in Ian McCall production.
Jeez.
Dude, we should do a comic. I got an idea about a comic book. We'll talk off air. It involves Ian McCall.
All right.
But no, this Star Wars situation, man, it keeps getting worse. And we talk about doubling down. It's not like they're doing anything good. You know, sometimes when they try to do social upheaval and social change, for the greater good, this and that. There are times when certain things are for the good, the greater good. Thank you. But this, like, changing Star Wars to appeal to a demographic that doesn't like it, and then here's the thing: I don't mind you trying to get more people to watch the movies. That's the point of a business. Believe me, I understand that. But you don't shit on everyone else at the same time. Right. That's what pisses me off. And I think that's
you don't change camps. You don't change camps.
I shit you not. Last night at the hockey game, and people think, "Oh, Jeff, why are you doing this?" I talked to a girl who had blue hair and went on how much she hated The Last Jedi. It was hilarious. Just going on and on and on and on about this shit. I also talked to this other woman who had a Star Wars purse that had like a Jedi logo on it. I was like, Star Wars. And we started talking. She's like, yeah, I only like the original ones. Prequels are okay. And like, she's in her 30s, and it was just kind of refreshing because you would have these writers online push this narrative, and two people that I met out in public just so happened to have the same opinions about new Disney Star Wars. So I'm like, okay, maybe we can start, worrying about those people and not the ones that were never going to watch it in the first place. Because like I've said in previous videos, you don't make $7 billion adjusted for inflation domestically without women going to see your movies.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, even then, like you've done some videos where you've said the demographic is white males in their 30s and 40s who are spending money on these things.
Oh yeah,
and they're not. I mean, I understand. Don't just be a piece of them. I get that, but like, if you're going to try to do this stuff, do it slowly. Don't just hit us in the face and be like, oh, you must like the woman and the minorities all or you're a horrible person. It's like, no, don't do that. And make them compelling, real characters. Don't make them cardboard. Please, make them actual people we want to, listen to and be around and talk to. Not just irritating fucks that are just there for an agenda.
Don't dress them in potato sacks.
and that I feel like that should be the fucking low bar for any movie ever. It's just don't put them in potato sacks. Just don't do it. If the zipper goes all the way past the crotch, don't put them in that.
The funniest thing about Rosatico is like they, back in the day, they over-sexualize these comic book characters and these fictional characters. And so they've actually gone the exact opposite. They put them in rags now. So can you dress a character less appealing than Rosatico?
With the fucking hairdo, and then it's like, again, being detached from real life. When you're talking to someone you don't know, right? In order to stay engaged to what they're saying to you, there has to be something about them that is appealing, right? Whether it's their looks, whether it's what they're saying to you, whether it's the way that they're saying something to you, there's something about them that keeps you from walking away and being like, okay, fuck you, bitch, whatever. You look at so many characters in the entire new franchise. So many of them have none of that. They don't want them to be attractive, right? Because they're trying to prove a point. As far as being interesting, they specifically cut things out of their characters so you don't know anything about them. But at the same time, they keep things in that aren't interesting enough for you to find that shit out. And then on top of all that other shit, they do incredibly stupid things that makes you go, why the fuck did you do that? So there's nothing at this point, three movies outside of Rogue One that you have poorly created characters. There's, piggybacking off what you said, nothing interesting. They're not attractive. They don't sound smart, and there's no bait to make me come back to want to find out about them.
No,
and it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. They made 3 movies doing that. That's fucking insane. That's crazy.
Dion, they've taken our favorite thing and turned it into dog shit, and it's impressive to say the least.
Well, I mean, look at what Rob Zombie did to Halloween. You know.
Yeah. There are no redeeming qualities to Rob Zombie's Halloween too.
Yeah, but
none of that. There were tits, sir. There were titties.
God. Well, if you want titties, Dion, I have a couple websites that you can go to and look at them whenever you want.
Not if you're in the UK.
Oh God, I heard about that.
ExpressVPN is blown up on YouTube, baby. And my hypothesis is because of the titties and the memes. And God damn it, if the world ain't free online, then Europe is lying to you.
Can we just get a sponsorship with NordVPN or whatever the other one you said was? Come on,
ExpressVPN.
Come on, guys. Use the promo code WCBS Show and save 10% off on all your NordVPN.
Private internet access. Yeah, one of those things. Come on now. We need an affiliate
angry
code.
Video game nerd can get it. Why can't we?
That's true.
Goddamn right.
We're just as cool.
Right.
Yeah, we'll just start marketing our episodes towards the UK and making some money there.
There you go.
Is the exchange rate good?
Yes.
Yes, it's very good.
Okay, that's what we'll focus on. TLJ Screwjob says if it doesn't tell the mouse hates us, or we hate Rian Johnson, nothing will. Yeah, I think they know. And honestly, at the end of all this, I think this is just a distraction. He'll eventually walk away because all these other Hollywood projects that people were continuously working on have never happened. So I think this will be like I'm working on it. Then the Benioff and Weiss Star Wars come out, or Star Wars just doesn't come out with any movies for a while. I think what's going to happen is they're really going to try to do their VOD thing. They're really wanting that. That's their shining achievement right now. Is their own app, their own movie service. Dude, would you? I actually have a hypothesis about something with that. Would you like to hear it now, or should I save it for the video?
Man, go ahead. Let's get that now.
I don't think Disney Plus is going to be what they have announced it's going to be, because there was an official announcement that Netflix or Hulu is getting a series of new Marvel shows like Howard the Duck and all this other stuff.
I actually had the article pull up. I was going to talk about that.
And then there's also rumors that Luke Cage and Daredevil are going to find new life on Hulu as well. And now remember, Disney Plus was all about giving you Marvel and Star Wars streaming content directly to the consumer. Now that Disney owns Fox, or officially goes whatever in June, they'll own such a percentage of Hulu. I wouldn't be surprised if, to save the $1 billion on infrastructure and all that, Disney Plus starts out as Hulu. And it just becomes that. It just slowly integrates. That's just a guess. That's a guess. I'm going to talk about it more in depth in the video.
I've thought about that in the past as well. And I love Hulu. They just made it to where it's $2 cheaper now because Netflix hiked theirs up. So I probably use Hulu probably the most out of all my VOD stuff.
Yeah, dude.
I really
Man
do like
vs.
it.
Food's on there. I watch it every day.
Oh, dude, don't tell me that.
It's only the best of Man vs. Food, so there's only like 20 episodes, but
that's still better than nothing. I'll take it.
That Adam Richman is my hero, a man who has to quit his job because he ate too much.
Yep. Well, that and he told people to kill themselves. So there's a little bit of
he's
column A, a little bit of column B.
He's an asshole. I'm not denying that. If I ever saw him on the street, I'd give him the finger and walk away. But my point is, I do love Man vs. Food. He's just the fakest
That show is
motherfucker
so
on the planet.
awesome. God damn it.
We used to watch that in college, remember?
I was going to say, you and I got drunk so many times watching that show. And then I remember one time, it was the, I'm trying to remember. It wasn't the Oyster Challenge. It was, I can't remember what it was, but we were like, we would have fucking won that. And then was season 2, he brought in a partner for the challenges.
Man versus
and you and I were
Nation.
just like, yeah, we'd win this shit pretty good.
Well, because dude, remember there would be a couple times where we would like go out and it would suck, so we'd come back and we'd be like, "Well, I'm not done drinking," so we'd get the beer and just keep watching Travel Channel Man versus Food, and then and we would stay up drinking until they started showing Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern, and then we'd change it to something else.
Yep,
because we hated that show.
At that time, it was mainly at the time we got really into Hercules Legendary Journeys.
Please don't bring that show up because it brings a tear to my eye. How great that show was!
It's so great. Remember because we watched the movies that gave them the ammo to make the show first too. So you and I had a whole long discussion. Oh God, great times. Adam, Kevin Sorbo, we love you from World WCBS.
Now, real quick, while the listeners are out there, I got a question. I was asking the guys this off air, and I want your input as well. Tell me something. It can be a game, a TV show, a movie, anything. But tell me something that you remember being great, and then when you experience it again, it actually was really good. Because most of the times you're like, oh yeah, I ate there 10 years ago, and I went back and it sucked. No, I'm going to tell you guys a story a little later on the show. I recently started playing an old video game, and not only is it as good as I remember, it's better, and it's better than the new version that's out right now. So maybe I'll talk about that on After Hours. I'll tell you what the game is here later on, but I just want to know what you guys have used to experience in the past, and it's just as good, if not better. Jaegerbomb says, Rian Johnson is not going to get his trilogy. All signs point to it being dead as his career. Think the Game of Thrones guys will do a better job with Star Wars?
Ooh, I'm going to say no, because they're going to be handcuffed substantially by what they can and can't put into the show. Because if you've watched Game of Thrones, they pretty much have free reign, and so they can include colorful language and adult situations. They won't be able to do that with Star Wars, so I think they're going to struggle to make a PG Star Wars successful.
It depends on who requested this deal. So, like, if HBO requested it, and then Disney was like, Lucasfilm was like, no, well, you can't. You can only do this, and that. Then I think you're right. But if Lucasfilm went to HBO, I think that's a different ball game. Obviously, they're probably not going to have. They're not going to have, the Mandalorian being like, oh, fuck this. They're not going to have that. And they might not have him doggy style on a Twi'lek, which I really hope happens.
No, but stop breaking my heart, Anakin. That would
not bringing up stuff we is not going to happen. They're not going to do that.
That being said, if fucking Lucasfilm went to HBO and wanted them to do the show, I'm telling you, it's a different ball game. It's a maybe not a different sport, but it's a different fucking ball game. So we could see some serious, at the very least, maybe some TV mature shit. Which at this point, I think that's what the franchise fucking needs.
100%. Yeah, because I mean, the people who are watching it now are just older, and we want the rated R stuff. We want it to be hardcore. Come on now.
Well, I think you could do something like that with The Mandalorian, but even if Benioff and Weiss, let's say they come in and do something like Knights of the Old Republic-y with, more lightsabers, more Jedi and stuff like that, just bring back the fun and escapist entertainment to escapist entertainment. We went and saw Aquaman. Like, we haven't talked about it much, so I'm glad we're not kind of beating it into the ground, but they mentioned like one or two things about like air pollution or water pollution.
Yeah.
We're not perfect. Then it's fucking done. They don't go on about it. Rian Johnson, The Last Jedi, people want to say, well, you don't like it because of the women. No, I didn't like it because it stopped to tell you an animal rights story in a very poorly paced
film. Yeah, and it also stopped to tell you about war politics.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
which they admitted was the wrong thing.
Yeah.
They admitted that. So it's not us making this shit up. They said after the movie came out, Rian Johnson fucking said that shit. They were like, yeah, that was poorly placed in the film and blah 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 blah. Like they know that that whole thing, and then randomly be like, hey, Benicio del Toro guys, they knew that was a fucked up thing to do. They fucking knew it, and they thought the people who were watching the movie, and I'm not, again, I'm not trying to be coy. I'm not trying to be, funny for the sake of the show. They put that in there because they thought the people who were going to pay money to see this movie were too dumb to realize it.
Yep, they gambled on the wrong thing, man. Thankfully, Star Wars fans are smarter than than not the fans, but than Disney thinks. So
they bet on the wrong space horse.
I think with the Game of Thrones guys, the wrong horses.
Yeah.
I think if the Game of Thrones guys go fully removed and give you something else, here's the thing too. Don't be afraid to use the Star Wars theme. Don't be afraid to use the crawl.
Right.
Don't take away certain elements. Like I told you guys on last week's show, and I'm going to say it each week until the movie comes out. I'm going to bet you $1, each of you, so a whole $4 bet.
Ooh.
I think they will throw the 20th Century Fox Fair on episode 9 because they'll own it and they'll think, okay. A lot of people had that those issues like, is it going to be Star Wars before I hear the Fox fanfare? They're going to do it. I'm betting you $1 right now.
Again, this is the same thing when I talk about other facets of entertainment with complete seriousness. I truly hope you're right. I really do. But again, this corner that they are in is so they know, again, even doing something so small as putting the fanfare at the beginning, and they could do it with the old filter where it looks like it's using the scroll, the fanfare and the images from 77. They even doing that to them is an admission of wrongdoing.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that.
And I say that to say, at that point they would know that, hey, we're admitting that the first 2 movies suck. Even if the rest of the movie is still shit, them putting the fanfare is a little nod to being like, you know what? You guys are right. We are doing this for money's sake. We're not doing it to prove a point. And I'm just like, dude, they're trying. And then fucking Mark, you're right. And I think they'll do the same thing with the scene transitions where they're doing swipes instead of just blank transitions to the next scene. They'll start doing the swipes too. And again, that's an admission of guilt, and they can't afford it because even if they do that and then the movie does well, they're like, oh well, yes, because we went back to the old school, blah 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 blah. It's us versus them at this point, and they know that they're losing, and that would be admitting to the fucking other side, you know what, guys, you were right, we were wrong.
Think of it like this, Dion. People go in, they hear boom, 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 boom. They go, oh my God, just like the old. And then, honestly, the first 20 minutes, maybe the whole movie for those people will be just a good time because they'll feel that. Right. People go on about feelings over facts, but, when you can manipulate people, go see episode 7. That's manipulation at its finest. That goes to show me they know the tricks. They sold you it's the original lens that the movie was shot on. That's the shit they pulled.
Oh God, don't pull that bullshit. Oh yeah, we're shooting on film again because it's what the old one was. It's like you're missing the fucking point.
They won't.
It was also shot on really inferior film stock. That's why it had to be remastered at a certain point, or it would have been lost forever.
Well, I mean, my guess is they're gonna do too much fanfare. It's gonna be a giant, just like, hey, remember this thing? Hey, remember this thing? Hey, remember this thing? It's like it's gonna be that all over again, just so they can kind of be like, yeah.
I don't think so, guys. I think they're doubling down. They're gonna do the same shit or try other new shit and fail. They're not gonna go. It's just they can't afford. It's just especially after all the fallout from Solo. All that bullshit about. Literally the Disney created narrative of toxic fan bases. They're not going to put out articles and encourage Esquire and Vox and even fucking comic books.com or whatever that other fucking website that's always on Facebook to push that and then get what is it? Was it Now This to continuously repeat that Simon Pegg interview from Fallout? They're not going to do all of that and then use the specific things the fans love. I just don't see him doing that shit.
Well, we'll find out. I mean, it keeps getting closer and closer. We're 10 months away now.
I'm going to spend my $1 on an Arizona iced tea for 99 cents.
Bad news, the price is going up.
No!
Ah, shit.
Oh.
TLJ Screwjob says, behind the scenes of a Party Boob song for episode 200. Depending on where the album is at that point, yeah. I mean, I've essentially written Party Boob. We'll talk about. I can't give the ideas out on air.
Yeah, it's probably gonna do.
But yeah, we'll maybe we need like a VIP sign up section for that because the music video is gonna be off the hook. So. We can't show it on YouTube.
Hell yeah.
Gotta be on Patreon. Put it on Patreon. Samuel Aragon says, make him happy. There you go. Simple Jack.
Motherfucking Matthew McConaughey was in that too. Never forget.
My favorite part of that movie might be when he's talking to Ben Stiller on the phone and he's like, well, at least you can pick your kids. And it shows a picture of his son.
Oh my God. I think if I had to pick my favorite scene was because it was serious and fun at the same time is fucking Lex Grossman, Tom Cruise being like, literally take a step back and fuck your own face. I remember being like, God damn. And then there's like a pause and everyone's like, oh fuck. And it was still hilarious, but yes.
Okay. I was saying just be Tropic Thunder is the perfect comedy that can never be made today.
No. It could barely get made back then, and people love it so much that they don't. Whenever they go on about the blackface thing, they never bring up Tropic Thunder, man. They don't bring that shit up because they know that movie proved its point.
Yeah, that's well-made comedy, and Ben Stiller. What has he really done since then? He did like Walter Mitty, and that's about it.
Yeah, nothing really. It's all been meh.
Well, there was that awesome sequel. What was that movie with him and Owen Wilson?
Scorcher 7?
Yes.
Oh, Zoolander 2?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
Yup. He did that. How'd that work out, guys?
I don't know. Like a wet fart in church?
Yeah, it worked out as well as Dumb and Dumber 2 did.
That movie was offensively bad.
We don't talk about that movie.
Yeah. Thanks, Nick. Now,
hey, I'm just saying.
Really can't be proud of this fucking show.
Nope. We're done. You know what? I'm signing off. I'll see you guys later. Catch you in the funny pages.
All right. See you, man. Catch you on the other side, Ray.
Yep.
Kevin Brown says, would The Last Jedi be more forgivable if we had 2 more movies coming out in this saga? I consider The Force Awakens as part 1 and The Last Jedi as part 2. Just episode 9 isn't enough to fix, let alone salvage what 8 did. Thoughts?
I think that's an interesting point. Short answer, no, they're not going to do that because again, to do 2 other movies again is admitting that they fucked up. So they're going to very 100% hardcore stick to the trilogy model. Now, I think if they pack a bunch of shit in episode 9, I think that you can look at your friends and be like, I was fucking right because they wanted this to be 3 different fucking movies. It was in one. Fuck them. But they're not gonna stretch it out because again, that's them being like, hey, we fucked up, guys. Let's do a better job of explaining shit.
Part 9, part 1, part 9, part 2.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be.
That's what we need. That's what we need. That'll make everything better, right?
They would never admit that we were right. They would never admit that shit.
I mean, too bad they're not like the Avengers where people are actually excited for the next movie. Just
fuck. I still can't stop thinking about that whole Rey handing Iron Man the lightsaber and I'm just like, you fucking fucks.
That was. It was meant to be like a
balls
thing, but it really wasn't that cutesy. It's just like, shut up, Star Wars.
The balls be like, so Rey's giving him the lightsaber, like, good job, like, bitch. I've been in first place since before you started the race. You don't give me the fucking lightsaber, motherfucker. I've held on to this bitch since 2008.
I just have one question. Who gave her the right to give away Luke Skywalker's property?
Oh, there you go. Better question.
Yeah. Property. She needs to be in space jail on Canto Bight.
Yeah, thieving bitch.
Man. Again, it motherfucking. God damn it. It again. When we talk about being disingenuous, that's something that they knew that they were doing some shitty shit. But again, fans picked up on it. Wait, that's still you're 2 movies in, and she still does not have her own lightsaber.
And the best part is, Dion, it's going to be like, remember how Maz Kanata's like, oh, that's a story for another time. So we get to the next movie, Luke Skywalker's dead, and you're like, I'm still waiting on that story about that lightsaber.
Yep.
It's not a
Yes.
lightsaber that's been
Yes.
busted in half.
Yes.
It's dumb shit like that. See, to me, that's the perfect example of why Disney Star Wars is trash. You could even take out every piece of political nonsense that infuses that movie.
Yep.
It's imagery that gets you to think about the old shit. You go, why is it there? We'll tell you next time, and then there's no goddamn next time. That is what I hate about these movies. It's like Seven, especially. Remember this? Remember that?
Mm-hmm. And again, and you know, I remember when I was saying that I went and saw The Force Awakens with a friend from work, you know, and he was like, well, you know, The Last Jedi was bad, but The Force Awakens is good still. I was like, so remember the lightsaber thing? He's like, yeah. I'm like, so why don't we know how Miles got the lightsaber? He goes, we're gonna say in episode 9. I was like, so you're telling me they're gonna wait 2 movies to explain that, Marty? He's like, yeah. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. and I stopped talking to him. I was just like, what? That's bad. That's literally bad storytelling.
Did he quit his job shortly after, and you've never heard from him again? Neither has his
fucking
family.
Morty.
Oh, we still talk, but I shit up. Anytime you talk Star Wars, I'm just like, shut up. You don't know what you're talking about. You and I have nothing to discuss.
Embarrassment.
Yeah, and he knew that he was wrong. And I was like, oh, so they're gonna wait 2 movies, Marty? That's the thing. Oh, okay, cool.
The thing is, to me, it's not just a Star Wars problem; it's a Disney movie problem. I was checking out a YouTube video. I think it was by a channel called like Captain Midnight or whatever. They were talking about how Disney basically all they do is remake their old stuff, and it's hard to get people to care. And I think being the juggernaut they are and having the buying power that they do, they constantly set the trend. It's like, well, we're going to do this because it makes money in the short term. Then we buy up everything. We do it with everything else in the short term, and then the cycle begins anew. And it's just like, and it's not about bitching because they're in first place or anything like that. Because that's why we still enjoy Marvel, because it's still that first generation of Marvel movies, and you can theoretically continue the next because there's so many stories to tell, but you can't ruin said characters to push either an agenda or to bring in a new character that's not accepted yet. Telling everybody this character is great and powerful and then not showing it, and then when the movie comes up, shit just happens and we're supposed to believe what we're told in the press releases doesn't work. It's got to be in the movie, or it's got to be exposition somewhere earlier on. So
and again, no, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say Disney is doing this now with Aladdin, and I know we wanted to talk about that piece of trash called a movie trailer. Well, okay, Dion, raise your hand. We both love Will Smith. We've seen some great Will Smith. We've seen some bad Will Smith. To go back to our drinking story from earlier, you and I used to get drunk, and you would say the goddamn line from Family Guy. How did it go? Come on, I need.
Oh, so well. Oh, so fucking well.
Could you tell the listeners the words? Because I honestly forgot. Something about your school supplies?
All right, hold up. This is a world-class Bullshitters exclusive. Help out your mom and dad by getting the job so you can help pay for school supplies. Woohoo! Say what? Say what?
I miss that so much.
Oh my god.
So much.
Oh my god. And even to piggyback off that point, because again, you said very simply, they remake their own shit. What trailer just fucking dropped today?
I don't know. Tell me. I've been kind of sick.
Spoiler alert, Frozen fucking 2.
Oh god.
I'm not kidding. I'm not making that shit up. It damn sure wasn't a fan-made thing. They dropped Frozen fucking 2. And if anyone who had the misfortune to watch that goddamn movie, they sure as shit didn't remake, or in this case, make a sequel, because there's another story to fucking tell. They re-released it, or again, released the sequel, because they said, hey, we made boatloads of fucking money off of it. Let's make a sequel. Despite the fact that the film fucking ended.
Now, I've never seen Frozen, and I don't really have a horse in the race, so good for those little kids that enjoy it. And I'm never going to watch this trailer nor the movie, but it does seem convenient that every time Disney makes a mistake, like the Aladdin trailer, they have a Frozen trailer waiting to fix it. Didn't the Captain Marvel trailer come out, like another one, and people were pissed, so then a Spider-Man trailer popped up?
Yep.
And then didn't that just happen a few weeks ago, like this year? So, I mean,
it did.
I understand where you're coming from with that. It's almost... I don't want to keep throwing that word offensive around, but it almost is, because it's like they can never be held accountable. It's like when they make a mistake, then it's like, well, we got this. And then people just forget. It's like, understand the dumb things they do. They do a lot of dumb things, but the media gives them a pass because they're very powerful. And I think it was even John Campion, somebody recently, in either a deleted video or a tweet, said how, if you say bad things, you don't get invited back.
Well, that is 100% the case. And again, I'm not even saying that Frozen 2 is going to be bad. The trailer, it wasn't a bad trailer, even though, again, it didn't tell you anything, but to your point about, using trailers to kind of steer the ire away, that is 100% the fucking the idea here. Because again, Frozen overall, whatever your game in whatever your horse is in the fucking game, because fuck horses, it wasn't that great a goddamn movie. The song was catchy. It's an anime movie. It appealed to kids. Whatever. The shit was successful for sure. But making a second one, we all know, those type of movies are in development for years at a time. They probably made the decision, well before we are even having this conversation. But the fact that it's very coincidental that all this shit about Star Wars comes out and then fucking Frozen drops, today or yesterday, whatever, is like, you think that was planned? They planned to drop Frozen around Valentine's Day, even though the movie's not coming out till the end of the year. I'm just saying, guys. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Well, and it also seems like they're always like stepping over their own feet, because like you have Frozen, you have MCU, you have Star Wars, like, and then their remakes of their own movies. Like, they're producing too much content that nobody gives a fuck about.
Yeah, I was gonna say this trailer has longer of a leg, or has a longer time till the movie comes out. Almost as Star Wars, it comes out the 22nd. Yeah. So Star Wars won't come out for 2 months. So Frozen, if anyone says, well, Star Wars shouldn't put out a trailer so early, well, Frozen did, to deflect. Anyway, sorry, go aher.
Right. No, and that's perfect, because I was going to say, Star Wars is different, right? Because Star Wars is an existing franchise. There was an established precedent where they released a trailer farther out from the film, and again, for The Last Jedi, they didn't release a trailer until the summer or something? Because we talked about it on the show. It was some crazy ass shit, but all of a sudden they learned from that, and they're going to do it, not for Star Wars though, but for Frozen. Like that, like really? Maybe they're actually scared for 9, and they're kind of like they're all about their other properties now. It's like, hey, Aladdin and Frozen, here, these are things you want to watch. Like, you remember these were good, right? Watch these. Star Wars trailer may come out, it'll come out in September. It'll be fine. It's okay.
Yeah, it's very possible that's the case.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. I mean, but this Aladdin thing was just really weird,
dude.
Man.
I've never been creeped out by Will Smith in my life until now.
Yeah, which is fucked up, because that he doesn't look like that.
No, he doesn't. I'm sorry, but Dr. Manhattan looked better than that. Come the fuck on.
Dr. Manhattan actually looked pretty good.
Is it because you could see his dong and that's why you like it?
his blue 12-inch dong just dangling there.
Everyone knows I have a wife. I'm not gay.
Didn't Liza Minnelli have a husband?
Shut up. No.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was gay.
No.
Rock Hudson was very famous with ladies.
Shut up. Liza Minnelli's husband was married to fucking Liza Minnelli. So that's a fucking outlier.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me correct this. I'm having an Ian McCall moment. It was Liza Minnelli's dad who was gay, who was married to Judy Garland, I think, is the real story.
That still proves my point. Liza Minnelli's dad was married to Judy fucking Garland, who was probably pilled up and fucking drunk for 90% of their goddamn marriage. If I had to be married to fucking fucked up Dorothy, I'd probably go gay too.
She was somewhere over the rainbow half the time.
Oh yeah.
She was somewhere.
Somewhere over the Quaaludes.
I miss those.
I don't even think they'll make those anymore, man. What do you got? Ritterall. Ooh, Snortskis. I'm sorry. I've been watching It's Always Sunny at the Gym. I love that show so much. Oh, man.
But yeah, man, fucking Aladdin looks like a shit show. Which is funny, because Will Smith just dropped a video about why I turned down Neo. And the funniest thing is all the comments were like, yeah, so you turned down Neo, but you agreed to be the fucking genie in Aladdin? And I'm just like, what is happening right now? What is going on?
I don't know. He's worth so much money. He thinks he can't be touched. Like, oh, I'm good. Whatever I do is gonna be awesome. It's like, no, that's not the case.
Yeah, dude.
We all saw that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
God, even when I saw the picture of him with his like the hair like stuck, like the braided hair stuck to his like bald head. When I saw that, I was just like, no, that doesn't look good.
No,
I'm not liking this.
Looked like a fucking Australian nightmare.
He looks like Goro from Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, he did. And then like I saw the picture of that, from like the behind the scenes thing, and I was like, man, this looks like shit. And then I saw the trailer. I was like, oh, okay, it's been confirmed. This is gonna be horrible.
Can we get the guy who played Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat to come and punch him in the balls?
Oh my god,
is he still alive?
Sure.
I would hope so. Mortal Kombat was what, 95? I hope
that doesn't mean anything. The little girl from Poltergeist was like 12 when she died.
No. See, Mortal Kombat's not the type of movie you get fucking cocaine death from. It was a fun movie.
God, he looks so.
Did you watch that movie?
It was great, but that's not the movie that you're like, oh, I'm in the big time now. Let me go get fucking fucked up and die. No, it's like, okay, well, I was in that.
The actor Lyndon Ashby is still alive. He's 58 years old. He's been married since 1986. He has 2 children, and he's on the show Teen Wolf on MTV. So not only is he alive, he's still acting, Dion.
Lyndon, yeah. I know that from something, not Teen Wolf. I know that from something else.
He was the president, Lyndon Ashby.
No, go down from his filmography. What else was he in?
Sure, I'll stop the podcast to talk about this filmography of Lyndon Ashby.
That's what we do, God damn it. I'm curious.
Well, Dion, he wasn't in anything of relevance because movie-wise, after Mortal Kombat, he was in nothing that even has a Wikipedia page until Judgment Day, which is a direct-to-video film. Then he was in Sniper 2, Wild Things 2, Wild Things Diamonds in the Rough, Resident Evil Extinction, Prom Night, Against the Dark, National Lampoon's Van Wilder, Freshman Year, Hunger, The Joneses.
Oh, God.
Technically he was in Iron Man 3. as Commander. No Commander last name, just Commander.
Oh, God.
On TV, he's been acting since 1983, where he first played as Curtis Alden number 4 in a show called Loving. And most recently, he has been in A Daughter's Revenge, where he plays David Spencer, which is a television film.
Maybe Sniper 2 is what I recognize.
Oh, my God.
Unless you watch Drop Dead Diva.
Let's get back to the horrifying image of Will Smith as the genie.
You mean Goro?
Goro, that's really, really, really been on a slump and is desperate to get.
Yeah,
rid.
Goro that.
Smith?
God, Goro that's fucked a Smurf and then had an offspring. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
My biggest complaint with this too is when everybody goes, "Oh well, don't bitch about it. You're just mad because Robin Williams isn't the genie anymore." I'm like, well, yeah, it's sad that he died,
dead.
But what does that have to do with this looking terrible? Robin Williams, if Robin Williams was alive and healthy, and this still came out, it would still be the same shitty movie.
No, if he was alive, he would be making jokes about this shit all the time.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's like, so your point is that I'm mad about Robin Williams. Okay, cool. Let me pull up this picture of him as a genie. Look at it. Fucking look at it. Look at it. You tell me that this is okay. You tell me, oh, you're agreeing that it's pretty shitty? Then what the fuck you bringing up Robin Williams for, bitch? That's what I would say. And I'd be like, you know what I'm talking about then, because that looks fucking terrible. And this is one more L in the column for fucking Will Smith. We all can fucking agree on that.
Yeah. I don't know, man. He's been fucking up a lot lately, so
yeah.
When was he? Doesn't he have Bad Boys 3 coming out?
Yep, they're filming it now.
Well, hopefully Aladdin doesn't ruin that.
Yeah, I'm hesitant about that, so I want to see if it's
if you're a studio and you give Will Smith now and Chubby Martin Lawrence money for Bad Boys for Life, are you really gonna let them fuck that up?
I don't think they care anymore. These actors just want a Disney contract for one movie, talk shit to your fans, and then just kind of retire.
Yeah,
listen,
it's the American dream.
Because Bad Boys is that's Bruckheimer Films, right?
Yeah, that's Bruckheimer
and Michael Bay.
Yeah, and Michael. There's no fucking way that those guys are being like, yeah, we're gonna give creative control to these two black motherfuckers.
No, the thing is, I don't really think Martin Lawrence is notorious for having good creative decisions outside of his stand-up. Which even then,
oh god, what you mean the two that he's done?
Run Tell Dat or whatever it was called.
God, he's done 2 or maybe 3. So and they were like, eh.
Do you remember he would he used to show up on, was it the Def Jam comedy tour or whatever?
Oh
Back
Yes,
in the
he was
90s.
the host a bunch. Yep.
Those were
The host.
fun because I was a kid and I shouldn't have heard half the shit I heard, but you know.
Yeah, well,
which is one cool way to get kids to watch shit, and that was hilarious. I still love the fucking story about him and Tashara Bryan or whatever, the chick that played Gina and Martin, how she had a fucking restraining order against him because he would get high as shit and he was stalking her after the show.
Oh
That's
my god.
Martin.
That was a good show.
Martin, stay away. Martin.
You know, Dion, you just hurt me a little bit because normally people go for the good theme songs to TV shows. You went for the shitty Martin theme song when it had the CGI puppet of him with the giant head. Thanks for bringing back bad memories, asshole.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You know Tommy's dead, right?
Oh, it should have been Cole.
God.
Oh, shit. Oh shit! The shade is real. God damn.
I'm not sorry, folks. I'm not sorry whatsoever.
That was a fun show.
It
Cool.
was on Thursday nights, just like
Yes,
us.
it was.
Yep. Because it was on Fox.
Yep. Thursday nights
Oh,
at 7.
man.
Fox.
God
Well,
damn.
8 o'clock
fucking-
in these parts of the woods there, Kendo, but you know.
Yeah, well, it says, Eastern Central Time is always listed together. So
Appalachian Central Time.
ACT. Sure.
Is it the
It's
Okay.
different in the mountains.
Yeah. Your sister's not
These
just your
hills
sister in
have
the
eyes.
mountain.
God damn it.
Oh,
All right.
So let's see. Grand Inquisitor says, party. Boob. Thank you, Grand Inquisitor.
Boob.
6 turning 4 burning says, my last girlfriend told me to treat her like a princess, so I married her off to strengthen my alliance with France.
There you go.
Oh
that's
god.
hilarious. That's hilarious. The Ghost Legend says, there once was a boo named Ryan. The other day I saw him crying. I went up and asked why he couldn't deny that his trilogy was on the brink of dying. Not as good as Mareth, but I did my best.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
A for effort, Ghost Legend. I like it though. Folks, we just gotta follow that story. Remember all the confusion and bullcrap that comes with Rian Johnson in Star Wars. You think Disney wants more of that?
Apparently, if they let the motherfucker
I don't
go right
know.
trilogy.
They think they're on the right track and like, yeah, it's going good. The numbers are good. I was like, no.
I guess
Yeah.
optics are more important than results.
Yeah.
I mean, they must. Once again, they probably have They probably have just a bunch of money they're just throwing at this. Like, yeah, this is what's going to make us more money later. It's like, no, it's not. And with you constantly double and quadrupling down on movies coming out and redoing franchises and making things quote unquote somewhat live action, you're going to destroy yourself. It's just going to
Like the
happen.
Lion King. Oh, well, we got Donald Glover now. Whoop-de shit.
Cool.
We had
Right.
Jonathan Taylor
Glover.
Thomas 25 years ago.
Yeah, he was also in that Spider-Man movie that did real well.
I think that was opened lower than Spider-Man 3. So
Yeah, it did.
people want to shit on that movie.
Yeah, I
What-
mean, whatever, man.
Remember, folks.
What if?
Oh, go ahead.
What if Rian Johnson is under the impression he's still getting his trilogy, but behind the scenes they're like, "There's no fucking way we're just gonna tell him he's gonna get it." Like when you tell a kid, "Hey, yeah, don't worry, we're gonna go get fucking ice cream on Sunday," but the whole time you're thinking, "There's no fucking way we're going to get ice cream on Sunday," and so they're just like lying to him to make him think that he's getting his trilogy, but the whole time he's not.
Lion
Weirder
crying,
shit's
Rian
happening.
Johnson. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, it is
Rian Johnson.
it is Hollywood. That shit probably does happen
Happens
a lot.
all the time, because that was, oh my god, what was fuck now.
Oh, with the Superman movie with Nick Cage, it happened with that.
Yep.
And
Well,
George
that was
George Miller's Justice League.
Yep.
yes, that's true. Yep. So they've told people that multiple goddamn times, man.
What if there's so let's play a hypothetical game for a minute. What if Rian Johnson knows his trilogy is not happening, but what if they want that movie Knives Out not to suffer? Because they're like, well, your movie was so bad we canceled your other one and it hurts Knives Out's box office. What if that's the game plan?
Jesus
Like
Christ.
it's for him and he's going to keep up the public perception so that movie has a chance and it doesn't kill his career in the mainstream.
No,
You mean that he knows that's the plan? Or
Yeah, he knows
they
it's the plan. Like he knows and they've talked, but they've agreed publicly because there's some movie where they talk about, we'll say I hate to bring up Spider-Man 3 when Mary Jane gets fired from that play. They're like, we'll just tell everyone you fell ill. What if Disney's like, this isn't happening, but we'll tell everyone it's happening. Then you'll make your next movie, and then we'll just never make it.
The reason I don't, I could see Disney making the decision and then not telling him because, plausible deniability. They could always say things changed. The reason why I don't think they did that with Rian Johnson is because at this point they have to realize he talks too fucking much. So if they tell him, hey, we're not going to do this, we want you to pretend as if we are going to save the future movie. They have to know that if they do that, and then when it comes to the point where he can't make the movie, he's going to go to fucking Vox or Rolling Stone or someone and then badmouth. Because as catty as he was after The Last Jedi, they have to know he's going to wait until that contract expires with him talking shit. He's going to do it. I just don't see them giving him that much leash to pull that off. Now, like I said, I can see them lying to his ass because they know that he's a fucking crazy ex-girlfriend. That I see. But I doubt they'd risk him bad-mouthing them before the next phase of the Star Wars franchise.
That's what I'm saying. That it'll never be publicly said. It'll just not happen. Just
but I'm saying the difference is he will say something. He's going. So even if he says okay, because he's gonna think that his career is safe. So him doing that, he's going to say, my career is safe. I can do whatever I want. I'm not going to take the blame for Star Wars because a decade from now, the fucking shoe is going to fall, undoubtedly. And I don't see, and Disney knows that. Disney's not going to tell him everything and then be like, hey, just don't say anything right now. Because fucking, whether it's the look in his little rat beady fucking eyes or the shine on his balding fucking head, everyone knows Rian Johnson will fucking turn on you to save his ass. I'm saying it right now, and I do not think Disney, if they know that they're gonna fucking scrap his trilogy, he doesn't know about it right now. As of 100%. Today, he doesn't know about it because they know that he's gonna fucking open his mouth in a decade.
Oh yeah, I forgot he does kind of say stupid shit on Twitter and then it gets deleted.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gonna
not just that. I mean, like there are several interviews with him and Mark Hamill where the people have like, taken video of it, and he said some really dumb shit and said really dumb shit towards Mark Hamill while he's sitting next to him. Like it's all there. All of it's there.
Well, we'll find out that it's not happening, folks. Now, Brett Favre has a very disappointing message. So he says on Collider, they had a top 10 Star Wars moments, and they had Rey's introduction, scavenging on Jakku over the Phantom Menace lightsaber fight between Obi-Wan. And Obi-Wan versus Anakin on Mustafar from Episode 3.
Oh, get fucked.
What?
Oh, fuck off.
The best part of a bad Star Wars movie, that lightsaber duel, got usurped by Rey sliding down a wall of sand because it had some piano music.
That's bullshit. So no one believes that.
What's number one? The time where Luke Skywalker gets that piece of like toilet paper taken off of his face by the medical droid? Is that the number one moment? You know what, Dion? We know Star Wars. What are some other stupid moments that should be number one on Collider's list? Seriously,
oh my god, how much time do we have? Because there are so many. We could keep it a secret by Anakin when he's trying to seduce a grown ass woman. That's fucking one. Here's another one.
Where he levitates the apple and flies it around like, oh, look at me, I've got the Force. Suck my dick.
No. Not only that, he does it to Padme, and she sticks the fork in and goes. You're like, wait, what? What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
Oh my god!
Oh, here's
the part where they're riding in the fucking thing together, getting ready to go out for the execution, and they're like sitting there kissing each other, all like, "Oh my god, we're gonna die together," but we love each other. It's like, fuck off, that's stupid. We don't need this.
And not only that, you have Padme again. She's capable. She's kind of charming, right? She's going against a giant fucking wildcat, and he slashes. She goes, ah. And her response, she rips it off. It becomes a fucking midriff. You're like, wait, am I watching an Abercrombie and Fitch? How much time we got, Jeff? Oh, here's another one. Here's fucking another one. Oh my god, you got fucking Obi-Wan Kenobi with his mullet. The Obi-Wan Kenobi fucking mullet. and he's fucking going to hug what's this guy named Dex, the fucking owner of a goddamn Denny's.
Yeah.
He's the owner of a fucking
It's
Denny's.
the 50s diner and
Denny's.
goddamn Star Wars.
Yeah, we don't know how they know each other, but he's just like, oh, Dex, and they hug each other, and the motherfucker pulls his fucking pants up from the back.
That's true.
That's
That
a moment
happened.
greater. That's number one.
I didn't make that shit up.
The space wedgie.
That's
The space wedgie to mullet Obi-Wan. Holy shit! How much time we got in this motherfucker?
Hello
Here's another
there.
good one.
everything to do with episode 1 that didn't involve Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan.
Every moment you said so far from episode 2, I think there's a trend here.
Well, episode 2 was really fucking bad.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
you're right. Let's change fucking gears here. We'll go for a moment to episode 3. My favorite, the prequel, which I still say is a good movie, but again, so much cringe. Here's a good one. Hey, your girlfriend or wife at this point told you that she's pregnant. And again, there's a scene where she's sitting there randomly brushing her hair out in the fucking balcony, and motherfucking Hayden Christensen, aka Darth goddamn Vader, is staring at her. Not like, hey, I love you, but like, hey, I want to wear your goddamn face. And he goes, you're so beautiful. And she goes, well, it's because I'm so in love. He goes, ha ha. He goes, ha ha. No, it's because I'm so in love with you. And I'm like, are these fucking people talking?
Did Tommy
What is
Wiseau write
happening?
this?
Yes.
What
he
the
did.
fuck? Yes, he did, because that motherfucker, that was Jeffrey Dahmer standing at a victim. That wasn't a man in love. We were about to watch a fucking murder, Hayden Christensen. Where is fucking Natalie Portman, and what have you fucking done to her?
You know what we
That's
need to
my
do?
question.
I need to make a video response to Collider and just put the dumbest moments of Star Wars as a top 10 and act like it's completely serious the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the time Obi-Wan Kenobi used the Force to close the door in episode 3. That's our number 7. And they'll go on for like 10 minutes why it's so important to the story.
The time that Ben Swallow showed up without his shirt on.
It's an important moment in the progression of Star Wars history to be more progressive and trendy and all this other shit. High-waisted pants are making a comeback.
Upper male
high-waisted pants. The time that a man with no shirt on, he's talking to some probably annoying bitch, and she's like, "You killed him!" And then they have their little their force Skype call is over, and he wipes his face, and there's water on his hand, and it's just like, wait, what?
I forgot how dumb that part was.
God,
That was
the whole
so
thing was fucking
stupid.
stupid.
We're having a Skype call. You killed him, and he's like, "Oh, I got water on my face."
Kendo, have I ever done a Star Wars movie on the podcast proper from movieguide.org?
No, we haven't. We only did that when we were recording shit for the Patrons and we were watching Octopussy. We're fucking bored.
God, Octopussy is the worst movie.
It is bad. It is definitely at the bottom of the Bond heap.
So folks, movieguide.org is a very I don't know how to say it, like a religious website where it rates movie content and it gives.
Oh god, no! You have to go. There's another one called Dove. That's even worse.
Well, listen to this. Movieguide.org gives Star Wars: The Last Jedi a 4-star for quality, but a -2 for content, and it says extreme.
Oh, this ought to be good.
Extreme caution. And now let me tell you why the movie is ranked like. Oh wow. It gives you how to address your comments to Robert Iger, president CEO of Walt Disney, and it gives their phone number.
Nice.
Movieguide.org is weird. Anyway, this is what it says about movieguide.org for The Last Jedi. Very strong, lightly mixed, or syncretic, new age, mystical pagan worldview promoting false Hindu pan-atheistic and occultic practices of meditation, astral projection, levitation, ontological nominalism, magical thinking, and mind over matter. At one major point, Luke Skywalker levitates while assuming the lotus position, like some sort of bogus Hindu yogi, that overwhelms the movie's moral redemptive elements, in which a character says Godspeed, a character urges prayer and brief talk about saving souls, which promotes fighting for freedom and reestablishing a republic against totalitarian evil, as well as trying to get a conflicted bad guy to repent and turn back towards the light, plus brief implied anti-capitalism, foul language, 6 relatively high obscenities, mostly D and H words, Violence. Almost constant action violence includes battles and explosions in space, battles on 2 different planets, 2 heroes destroy a casino resort by riding through while sitting atop a large alien animal used for racing, duels between people wielding lightsabers and lightsaber whips, and laser battles between soldiers and rebels. Sex. No sex scenes. Nudity. Upper male nudity in 1 or 2 scenes. Alcohol use. Background alcohol use in scenes set in a gambling casino. Smoking and drug use? None. Miscellaneous immorality? Gambling at a casino resort. Stealing, brief moral relativism, implied slavery, but rebuked.
Jesus, whose angry single mom made this fucking list?
Oh, she's not single.
Christ.
Her husband.
Yeah, and they're 8 kids.
Jeez, man.
That was probably written by
how,
Jenny
like, and how many
McCarthy.
times did you watch the movie? And I'm sure they took fucking timestamps as well, like when all these things happen.
The thing is,
Oh,
I would,
God.
if somebody's like, "Oh, what's your thoughts on The Last Jedi?" I'd be like, exercise extreme caution, but it'd be for completely different reasons than the ones that were just stated. I'd be like, "Listen, it's a horrible movie. You're gonna fucking hate it. If you're a fan of Star Wars, you're gonna want to punch yourself in the dick."
I like how too that she brought up the fucking upper body male nudity, which is funny because I think everyone can agree if we all have to see male nudity or any nudity at all, everybody wants to see titties. Like you chose the wrong side of the pendulum. You chose fucking Adam Driver. It's like, God, like what the
Who
fuck?
else has any in the Star Wars universe to,
The Twi'leks titties from Return of the Jedi.
I meant in The Last Jedi. Who in that film actually has more than Adam Driver? Exactly.
Leia,
on.
technically, she's fat.
She was
so I guess
dead in space. All right, bro.
Yeah.
We don't talk about
Mary
that.
a little spoonful of sugar, bitch.
That ain't sugar. Go get Rosewood. Yes. Oh
That
god.
was awesome. That's why
Megatron.
we're best friends.
Megatron 95 says, when Larson said that her film will inspire women, I laughed because Wonder Woman beat her to it once the character made her first comic appearance. So, guys, Dayton Pfeiffer, or Megatron 95, same person, changed his name. When Larson said that her film will inspire women and all that stuff, we'll talk about Captain Marvel. This has been a dumpster fire for
Dude, she cannot keep quiet. It's just like quit saying
It's
things.
crazy, Nick. It's fucking
Especially
crazy.
especially with the whole thing. It's like, oh, I don't want white males reviewing my movie. Well, you're gonna get a review from us, so enjoy it.
There's only one
And
white
one
guy
of
on
us
this
is
show,
white
though.
guy. Yeah.
Kendo, you're gonna have to sit this podcast out.
Taking a knee for Larson.
She can't help herself.
Yeah, ever since she's gotten this movie, like she's like, oh, I'm there at the top now. It's like, no, you were just the cheapest option and the last woman who they haven't had for the MCU yet. That's what you are.
Which again,
No.
I said this what 2 episodes ago. Again, I don't have any insider information, but again, I would not be surprised at all if Marvel had, a social media overall media policy in her fucking contract. And she, especially now, she waited until after the bullshit with the I don't want white dudes reviewing this fucking movie. So now she drops the whole I want women to be into this film. It's just like that doesn't work. That doesn't translate into money and views, Bree. The movie has to come out first. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, look, yeah, look at what happened with Wonder Woman.
Yeah, it was
they
a
didn't
success
say all that
because Gal
shit.
Gadot was cool.
Yeah, she was awesome. She, she addressed everything. It was she was never like fuck white dudes, fuck them all. No, she's just like hope everybody likes the movie.
And
that's
people
it.
did.
Yeah, it was good.
It was a hit.
Plus, it's like, you stupid motherfucker. Jude Law's in your goddamn movie. He's on the poster. So like, what the fuck are you trying to do here? You want women to be empowered, but why? You're okay with Jude Law being on the fucking poster?
Didn't Keanu Reeves turn that role down?
He did.
Yes.
He turned it down for John Wick 3.
I'm so glad he did at this point.
Yeah.
I am so thankful that he saw that. Was
Again.
like, fuck it, I'm doing John Wick 3.
Listen, don't get me wrong. I still think Captain Marvel's going to be good. I have faith in the Marvel machine. I actually do want to see the film.
Dion's been
I
paid
have faith.
$8
Yeah.
in a pack of
I can tell
Airheads.
you right now. If they
How much
if
is Bree paying you?
Listen, I promise you
Give
right
me
now,
a cut.
if they said,
Yeah.
hey, we're gonna pay
Why ain't you
you
sharing that
a
shit with us?
$250,000 to do a review on this show, I would fucking take their money, and I promise you, I would use that fucking airtime to be like, yo, Brie Larson, shut the fuck up. I promise you I'd do that.
I want to know who's going to give you $250,000 on this show.
Yeah.
Listen,
We're not there
son.
yet. We're getting close.
The future, trust me. The future's right around the corner, baby.
That's
I
true.
promise you.
Yeah.
I promise you.
We're not
I'm
saying
going to lead you guys
it's
astray
not.
here. It's going to happen. And I promise you, I'm going to do the same thing. When we get big and famous, I'm going to be like, hey, Brie Larson, just in case you were wondering, because we're kind of a big deal now. Yep, she's not even Larson anymore. She's Lawson.
Who'd she
She's
marry?
Lawson. Brie Larson.
She married to Ian
Brie
McCall.
Larson. Brie Larson.
Ian McCall Lawson.
Shut the fuck up and let the movie come out. God damn it. Jesus. Now I'll cash my check, give it to the channel.
Do you got the coat? You got those hot ass coat hangers?
Oh fuck.
God damn it, Brie Larson. I knew that was you. I didn't even have to fucking look.
Dude, I bet you her voice is going to be like nails on a chalkboard in that movie. I'm a hero. Well,
Listen, I can't.
did you hear what was said on the High Council this week? It says you can't spell hero without her, but he comes before her.
Yeah, I did.
I wrote that down because it was so good. I'm going to use that in a video.
Oh my god.
I just love when they had the what was the new one that came out on Facebook? It was not yeah, I think it was her. Yeah, it was the same thing. It was when it was the one where they show she's in the ship with Nick Fury or whatever, and it's like you can't spell hero without her. And the vast majority of the comments were like, "Yeah, but her ain't got an ass," and they just kept posting the picture of her standing there and her ass was flat. That was awesome.
Oh man.
That was so funny.
TLJ Screwjob says, "Sorry, Dion, they've quadrupled down at this point."
Shit.
They have, because they can't help it, man. Disney is in the corner. Same way that WWE was with John Cena, man. They've pinned him in the corner, and they gotta stay there, son.
Great Loner says, "I don't know what you're smoking, but Star Trek Into Darkness was the worst thing I saw. It almost ruined the Wrath of Khan."
Shut up. Listen, you motherfucker. You can watch, and again, you can go. We have to go through the super chats. I don't want to stop that. I'm just gonna say this. You shut the fuck up. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Into Darkness was underrated because it was a great goddamn movie. It touched on some crazy ass shit. And then, unless I fucking need to remind you, you had Zachary Quinto, who probably couldn't whoop an ass in an ass kissing contest, beating the shit out of Khan, who still looks awesome as shit. And again, fucking RoboCop was in that movie, goddammit. So you know what the fuck you're talking about. You're wrong. Wrath of Khan's an awesome goddamn movie. But if you so much as speak ill of In the Darkness one more time, I will find you. I will find you, sir, and I will make you watch every other movie of Brie Larson's before and leading up to Captain Marvel, and I will fucking end you, sir.
But now he's
I mean,
gonna say it again because he wants to hang out with you, dude.
Yeah. Plus,
Well, yeah,
that means
we
he gets
can
to watch
hang out.
Kong
We can hang out.
Skull
Listen.
Island, and that's a good movie.
We can hang out, man. Like we can
21 Jump
I'm not
Street's
saying all
excellent.
that. It's a great movie, and we can watch Wrath of Khan together. But don't you ever talk shit about fucking In the Darkness. RoboCop was in that shit. He got his head squished.
God
He
damn
got his
it.
head squished by I'm really drunk and burpy. He got his head squished
I can tell.
by fucking
Yes, exactly. By banging, he got
That's right.
Bender Dick
Hair
Cumber
Marcus.
Snatch, whatever.
Yeah,
his
fuck
fucking
Into
name.
Darkness.
Anyway,
You
moving
son
on.
of a bitch.
We have a great message from our friend Klaus Dork. It says, "Hey guys, I proposed to my girlfriend. If y'all are in town, you're all invited to the wedding. P.S. Open bar and food trucks."
Don't
Count
say
us
that.
in,
Don't say
baby.
that.
Count us in. You want some random toasts from motherfuckers your family doesn't know? You bought
We're
it, sir.
just gonna roll up in WCBS t-shirts and eat and drink everything.
With bow tie.
With bow
We'll
ties.
get classy. We'll get sports coats,
Oh,
bow
dude.
ties, world class bullshitter shirts.
We need a world class bullshitters tuxedo T-shirt.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Ooh.
Only
Okay.
for us. Only for Klaus Dork's wedding.
Yes, Klaus Dork, you count us in, sir.
The funny thing is, you think we're joking. If you're serious, we would show up to it.
Yeah, we
We'll
would.
post you and bring you a gift.
Yeah, just
Goddamn
send us an
right.
invitation to the PO box.
Yeah.
This will
P.O. Box
be way more
5069, Cincinnati,
way more
Ohio,
entertaining.
45205.
Way-
That's the
Good plug.
P.O. Box.
That was a really good plug, by the way. That'd be way more entertaining than that piece of shit Maroon 5 video of going to people's fucking weddings because we're way more likable. And I promise you, fuck Adam Levine. That dude is weird.
Yeah, we won't ruin the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yeah,
Oh,
or your wedding.
Well,
hey, we may even live stream from your wedding. You know, who knows?
yeah, we'll just ruin the reception.
I gotta get rid of those road
motherfuckers.
somehow.
Oh shit!
Nemesis is not better than In the Darkness, and In the Darkness, SJW fanfiction. No, Samuel, negative.
In the
Calm
darkness.
down,
sucks.
Dion. We got to pay respect to these people that are listening. So, Admiral Tiberius says, "Good evening to you, world-class gentlemen of BS. I just wanted to say that this channel is amazing, and I love what y'all do. Also, party boobs forever.
Love you,
Party
man.
move indeed, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Admiral
Just not in the
Tiberius,
darkness.
thank you. We appreciate the support. We have a lot of new people, but we still want to take the time to thank everyone else that's been with us for a while. And I believe you've been around for quite a while, Admiral Tiberius. So thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great screen name, Bjorn to Kill. This is his name. He says, "I'm a patron. How much would it cost to have y'all watch party Brain Smasher a love story? Also, fist a clown for Jesus." What?
Wow. That was all over the place.
Yeah,
There's a
anyway,
lot packed into that one. There's a lot to unravel in that one, buddy.
Bjorn to Kill to do a watch party. Just check it out. It's posted in the tiers. We got to find out what the movie is first.
Yeah.
Because we don't broadcast the film. So,
Nope.
Tim Riggs, thank you very much. Jar Jar Abrams is not a man with a plan or an original tan. He may not fail spectacularly, but let's face it, he can't close the story. Failing at a finale is almost guaranteed with him.
Yep.
Oh shit, that's true.
He does not have a plan. And if he wants a plan, fucking give us a call, you piece of
Well,
shite.
here's the question I have for us. How would you close it? This is for the listeners too. How do you close this out? Do you, like I would do you rush through the episode? How do I say that? You basically get through episodes 8 shit real quick, and then you basically give us a new story in 9 that closes out and sends everyone home happy. I don't think you can dwell on the episode 8 shit too long. It's like,
Nope.
Yeah.
No, you do. You do a little bit of a recap, and then you get into it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to essentially be a good movie on its own. If you can somehow make it the same way they did the Incredible Hulk, where they just have a run through of the previous shit, and then it's a fucking completely different movie.
What if it's
really
what if it's a what is it, Silent Night, Deadly Night 2 situation where they just have like half the movie just cuts from the other two?
I would watch that in a heartbeat because Eric Freeman is my hero. Oh, he's not in it. Sorry.
Yeah.
What
And
if
it's
that's
gonna
the
be-
situation?
It's worse. It's the worst one of the 3 because it incorporates the other 2, which were bad.
Yeah, I know.
Well, there's a rumor out right now. This is just a rumor, folks, that the Star Wars Episode 9 teaser trailer is imminent. It says a major UK cinema chain has received a digital cinema package from Disney this morning called TT1 SW9, but it requires a KDM key, so they can't view it right now. So now this news is going to start floating out. It's going to start floating out, folks. But remember, Rian Johnson was fired yesterday, so we have to wait and see about that.
Right.
Rumor had it.
I don't think they'd put a Star Wars trailer out right now, though, because Disney's Frozen 2 is getting all kinds of accolades. It's like, oh my God, look, it got so many views for an animated movie.
That would be insane.
They're
Aladdin,
waiting-
Frozen 2, and then all of a sudden Star Wars Episode
They're
9.
waiting
Like,
for celebration for sure. They're waiting for, if they weren't going to drop it at the Super Bowl, they're not going to drop it on some random date between the Super Bowl and Celebration. They're waiting till the spring for sure.
They should put it out.
bet-
They should put it on Captain Marvel, so at least people are like, "Oh wait, Star Wars! Oh, it was Captain Marvel."
Dude, watch them do that on the fucking thing where they run the trailer for Star Wars Episode 9 before Captain Marvel movie specifically to get people to buy tickets to go see it.
oh, they might fucking do that.
You know,
I'd
the
bet
old
hello,
Batman
people.
89 thing.
Yeah, but Batman was Batman. Plus, there wasn't
Yeah,
the
I know.
internet and YouTube.
It's true, but maybe they're gonna try to pull some shenanigans.
They will try to pull some shenanigans. Let's see. Mark Quad says, when Goose, the cat, a Marvel story comes out, everyone go see Alita Battle Angel. Watch the Captain Marvel bots' heads explode. Weebos, roll out.
I mean,
Now-
I'm all in on Goose the cat.
Yeah. I prefer his
I mean,
name
I like
to
cats,
Chewbacca.
and he's named after Top Gun character, so I'm like, I'm in. Okay, you got a cat that's gonna whoop everyone's ass.
You've got Kendall's $12 right there.
Yeah, the movie.
Listen,
from what I
is he
understand, the movie is all
is he
about the
gonna-
cat, and its name is Goose. I'm like, I'm in. I'm sold.
Is the cat going to lose to an ejector seat too, or
Oh,
No.
shit.
Luckily, Goose the cat watches the canopy, so everything's okay. He
Talk
doesn't
to
get
me,
caught in
Goose.
the flat spin.
Talk to me, oh God!
Well,
Oh,
even,
God.
even then, it's got 9 lives. It'll sacrifice one of its lives and it'll still be okay.
Nah, dude, it's like that
I have
episode of
faith.
Tales from the Crypt. That
Oh,
wasn't
shit.
Firefly.
Yes.
God, that's
It's
a
going to come
great
out fine.
show.
He's going to avoid the canopy. He's going to land back in the plane, take it out of the flat spin, and he's going to wingman Iceman all the way home and defeat the MiGs.
Now, I told you.
Look it.
We told you that we used to tell people in college that our friend Toph, his dad was in Top Gun, right?
Yeah, I remember that story.
Okay.
Vaguely.
Yeah, Dion remembers this. Our friend Toph,
Yes,
who was about 5 foot. We used to tell people that his dad was Goose in Top Gun, and everyone believed it. Everyone,
Anthony
no one,
Edwards.
no one questioned it because it was what,
Nope.
2009. So
Yes, it was.
Wikipedia and Google and all these things existed, but not everybody had a smartphone. And by the time the story was so dumb, but everyone believed it. So every time you talk about Goose in the Canopy, I think about Toph and his diabetes. He also told everyone he had diabetes for a year, and it was bullshit.
Oh, my God.
I got medication. I got diabetes.
But
Well,
then his ass
for
would
a
drink
year-
with us.
I was going to say, for a year, some people were convinced that you and Dion were the same voice.
That's true.
That is true. That was
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
No,
Jesus.
Marquand, I pulled this up for you. It says Alita Battle Angel is projected to bomb at the box office with a
Yeah, I
$23
saw that
million
earlier today.
opening weekend.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I mean, I was probably going to actually go see it after work tomorrow. So
Yeah, I mean, it
I'm
looks
hoping
like a lot of fun, but then again, it's like, I don't know. I might go check it out.
Are they ever gonna make good?
go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, are they ever gonna make a good live action anime?
Probably not.
It's anime. That's the thing.
It's
Well, I
very hard to
mean-
do.
They made Man of Steel, which was the best Dragon Ball Z film ever made. So
I don't know.
Kame, next net.
oh my god. So let's see what else we got. Brett Favre says Ian McCall is better than Idris Elba. You damn right.
Yeah, definitely.
We haven't told you what he looks like yet. Calm down.
He's blacker.
Oh no, I was gonna say Ian McCall something pretty white. You keep talking about Ian McCall and you're like getting never mind, stop. We'll talk off air. I gotta tell you something. I sent you the message in the group chat. Go read it. Zaire, thank you very much. Hey Dion, regarding the new characters with good designs, only Sidon Ethano from The Force Awakens is interesting, design-wise. Do you know who that is?
Was that Benicio del Toro's guy?
Now his name was DJ.
And
He
that
was
was Last
RJ's.
Jedi. But not ZJ's because he can't afford it.
Oh yeah, Sidon from The Force Awakens. I don't know who that is. You have to fucking remind me of that dude. I don't. I don't
Sidon
know who that is.
Ethano. He looks like Deadpool and Magneto had a baby. I'll send you a picture.
Yeah, I can't remember who that is. I gotta look at that shit again.
He honestly looks like Magneto.
Oh, of
That's not a
course.
bad thing. That's not a bad thing.
True.
There we go. There he is. Where are we?
Oh yeah, that dude. Yeah, that. Again, which makes me sad because he was fucking part of the team from the Raid where they wasted in that goddamn movie. God damn it!
Again, that's the narrative they'll sell you. Hey guys, the Raid Redemption stunt team's in this movie. Really? Yeah, we cut him out.
Dude, it was the same honey dicking bullshit they did for the new Halloween movie. It's like, oh, the guy who played Michael Myers in the first one is going to be playing him in this one, and we're bringing back everybody else, and it's going to be and John Carpenter's involved. It's like that's awesome, and it was still shit.
Nick Castle, the shape.
Ooh, yeah, he's going to be in a costume the whole fucking time. That's real awesome. Yeah, he's real good at not saying shit and just standing there. Oh, it's a wonder. He needs a fucking Oscar.
Hey, you made
Yeah,
the
I mean-
Starfighter. Give him a break.
I was gonna say they give him out for everything these days, so that's possible.
Dude, the Oscars, people are getting pissed because they're cutting out all those sections of the show.
Yep. They're gonna give awards during the fucking commercial break.
Yeah, give those awards to Black Panther during the commercial break.
Please, fucking
The
please.
best movie during a commercial break, Black Panther.
Jeez.
Dude, I don't think the Oscars are going to be a success this year.
Well, the thing is that if you want to protest the Oscars, just don't watch them because the next day they'll release all the winnings, all the.
Dude, they fucking
people.
do it live time. You can go to like any of the major news agencies, and it'll be like Oscars live, and you can click on it and just keep refreshing it. That's how
that's even better.
That's how I kept up with it last year when we made sure that The Last Jedi didn't win an award, and I was giving you the results in real time. It's because I just had that little ticker thing going on my phone because I wasn't going to fucking watch the Oscars.
Yeah, just do that. No, nobody watch the Oscars. Just do that then.
Yeah.
Kyle, TLJ Screwjob says, I hate how they wasted a stormtrooper, MC, by turning him into a stereotypical black comic relief. SJW. So you hate black people? Me. What?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it works.
I would love if somebody tried to say that to Dion.
I would lose my shit.
I think you would hit somebody.
You probably would.
You would hit.
I come really damn close.
You'd probably throw a beer at some dude and just yell at some chick like, "What are you talking about?" And you'd have a meaner Hillary argument over the Nintendo Switch. So,
which is the best video game system of all time.
Oh God!
Every
Best
child
selling.
in Japan has
Best
6 of
selling.
them.
Yeah.
Told a billion
Oh
units.
Lord, I would lose my shit on both accounts. Actually, 100%.
I hope it happens just so you can.
It's probably going to happen at Celebration, honestly.
on the ends of the spectrum, you got best. You've got the Switch on the worst end. You've got Into Darkness.
God damn it!
Kendo poking the bear, riling up the fan.
You motherfucker.
Kyle Browson says, "Go to NordVPN and use promo code PartyBoob."
Oh my God!
If we could get that to happen, that'd be one of the proudest days of this whole channel.
Can
Use promo code PartyBoob.
Yeah.
Can somebody out there help us get in contact with these sponsors? We'll use hashtag codename PartyBoob. Dude, that should be a comic book, codename PartyBoob. You know, it'll get turned into a movie with Rebel Wilson and Anne Hathaway. They're spies.
Fucking Rebel.
I want that. I want to make the comic book so it gets turned into a movie.
Oh my God!
So everyone can read it and be like, "Oh shit, there's Rebel Wilson."
Well, she's in that Valentine's movie where Thor's brother is in it, and he gets into a limo. I saw a trailer for it on the news. That's all I know.
Oh shit!
Fucking Rebel.
You have to rush out and pre-order those tickets.
I know, right? I pre-ordered my Captain Marvel tickets, which I actually haven't. So
yeah, because they're gonna fly off shelves. Let me tell you.
Yeah, no one can wait to buy that shit.
Well, we'll. Oh God, I can't believe that comes out in less than a month. It's gonna be an interesting time.
Yeah, it's a couple weeks. I'll tell you about it off here.
It's a Vase Productions. Thank you very much. 30-second video. Always sunny when Frank hits Dennis while he's eating cereal. Keep it up. But Frank is Ryan and his car is the Last Jedi title. Ryan directs Star Wars. It's Always Sunny in Alderaan.
Oh my God!
I love that episode so much. The cereal defense.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh man. Dennis is my favorite character, just hands down.
He is awesome.
What other one was I? I joined this thing called It's Always Sunny shit posting. And it is savage, dude. You'll have to join yourself because you can't add people to the group, and you have to answer a questionnaire, but it's definitely worth it.
There's a questionnaire for it. Jeez.
I got invited to join some Facebook group about Disney Star Wars, and they asked me all these questions, and one of them was about us. I was like,
really?
Yeah.
Really?
Was it really?
About us?
No, it was a positive thing. They like us.
Okay.
It wasn't like do you like this channel? You can't join. It was like, are you part of the fandom menace? This, that, and the other. I'm like, kinda. And they let me in. I also, I don't know. Should I tell this part about the thing on Facebook today that I sent you guys?
Absolutely.
Should I tell? Okay. So according to Facebook, I now got a badge next to my name because I'm a top fan for Disney Star Wars.
Nice.
I didn't even do anything. It says you're a top fan. Displaying your badge publicly helps you stand out to Star Wars fans and others by showing you're a top fan.
Don't feel bad because I randomly got. I randomly got one for commenting on Chris Jericho's Facebook page.
Yeah, I got one
So-
randomly. I got one randomly recently as well. It was odd. I was like, what's going on?
They know who we are, guys.
It's scary.
Yeah, we're starting to get in with the elite.
Yeah, Cody, Young Buck.
Hobnobbing and rubbing shoulders.
I'm down with that.
Mm.
Admiral Tiberius says the Mercenaries games were and always are some of the most fun I've had playing video games. Driving around in a tank and blowing up an entire country.
I did that in Gold.
I used to love the crunch sound effects when you'd run over the soldiers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I would fail the mission so many times because I would just be, going off script, just running shit over for fun, blowing shit up. It's more fun doing this.
Yeah, and then you play the train level, and while the train level is not terrible, it's not as good as the tank level.
That's true.
No.
Brett Favre says Ninja Turtles in Time for the SNES is still fun.
Yes, it is. It's a very good game.
It is. Now, I'll tell you guys this. The game I was talking about earlier was WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2006. Busted it out for the PS2.
You don't say.
And, yeah, it is incredible. So, what were some things that you guys remember being good and they actually were?
Oh my god!
There was a video game that
the arcade game.
Oh,
Say that again, Kendo?
That's a good one.
No, the Ninja Turtles arcade game.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
That we spent $30 to win, Dion?
Yes.
Goddamn, Devin.
You can put the Simpsons too, because that's equally just as fun as it was when you played it the first time 25 years ago.
Oh, I agree. Now, that game, I love that game so much.
Yep. Oh my god, that's a good one. Fuck, that is a really good one.
Well, Dion, the reason I wanted to talk about this game is I lost in a triple threat match by DQ.
What?
Exactly. You can't.
Shawn Michaels, how the fuck do you? What?
I punched the referee and got disqualified.
So who won?
Nobody. It just ended. It says John Cena Triple H, and then over my face, it just had loser. I was Shawn Michaels.
Huh.
Gotta say, guys, I'm confused.
You're confused. It's
So
happening
the next time you're watching WWE and there's a triple threat match and there's a ref screaming for DQ right away, be like, "Hey,
that happened in the SmackDown.
You gotta enforce your own fucking rules, Vince."
That's what we're gonna do at WrestleMania, Dion. We're gonna call for a DQ during the Charlotte Flair match.
Yes, we have
fucking cheating.
Just start screaming. 100%.
Alpha Terranima says, I always find something new I like about the melancholy of Haruhi Suzuyama every time I watch it. Still my favorite anime. Finally got all the manga. I'm sorry I butchered that name. The melancholy of Haruhi Suzumaya. Okay. I've never heard of that. Have you?
No. I don't know what that is.
I don't either. I'm going to check it out while I read TLJ's Screwjob. They don't care about OT characters, yet the first thing we saw in the Force Awakens trailer was the Millennium Falcon, and the last thing we saw was Chewie. We're home because of money.
Don't remind me.
Yeah, I know.
That stuff out.
I swear I was like the only person who didn't like that trailer.
That's
You
true.
remember
You
Dion.
were. I was. Yep. I was super excited, and because it was Dustin and I were super excited. You were just like, I hate that part. We were like, what?
I took the it could be good, but it could also be fucking terrible. We're just gonna hold back reservation till we watch it. And then I did.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
Hey, no, I'm not. That's how you found it.
That's right.
That's true.
Say, it was a terrible moment, but it led to a great moment.
It did. We're all best friends. We love Lisa so much.
That's right. The Star Wars world betrayed us.
She's tearing me apart.
I'm fed up with this world.
That's right.
Salvador, thank you very much. Hefe, the NECA Turtles, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Salvador, 10 out of 10. I'm looking for them, but nowhere around me has them. I saw your Facebook post. I was a little jealous, but I don't know where they're at. So maybe if I find them, I'll pick them up. But I do like the turtle movie designs quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Riggs says, trigger warning, what did y'all think about the Aladdin trailer? Now, we didn't actually talk about the trailer. We just talked about how dumb Will Smith
How
looked.
fucking terrible it looked.
Nick, you watched the trailer. What'd you think?
It looks like a live action version of the previous trailer that happened when the cartoon came out. It's just that the genie now looks like a Will Smith wearing a bodysuit and floating in the air, and he's blue. That's what it looks like.
Dude.
Genie looks like something that's going to murder you in your sleep.
Exactly. Like, once again, never been more terrified of Will Smith in my life. Until I saw the commercial, until that trailer, I was like, oh my god, that is scary, sir. That's
do you
horribly
remember Sin
scary.
City?
Do what?
So,
Do you guys remember Sin City?
Yeah.
That yellow
fuck yeah,
bastard.
absolutely.
Oh,
Will
God.
Smith is that blue bastard.
Oh god.
His body stinks because they had to reattach his wiener or whatever.
It's just fucking Will Smith staring at the camera. Don't you cry yet. Don't you cry now.
I love that
Like,
movie so much.
It's great. I love that movie. The thing I love most about Sin City was the DVD menu was fucking dope.
Yes, it was.
I might have to put
Was
in the
the
DVD
menu.
just because I forgot it.
It was awesome. It was fucking awesome.
By the way, one of our listeners requested that we do Jumanji Welcome to the Jungle, so he's been patiently waiting.
Shit,
So he
dude.
wants us to do that. So
I watched it again last night, and it's still fucking good.
It's a fun movie.
It's such a fun
The old
movie. It
digital
really
copy
is.
out.
Yep.
Rock's best movie of 2018 or 17, excuse me.
Agreed.
I don't know what he did in 2018. Oh yeah, dude. Skyscraper.
Skyscraper.
Die Hard 7, you mean?
You know, his movie could have used a little Jai Courtney.
Really? Come on.
It's a dark day in hell.
Now
right
that's just
there.
taking it too far.
Yeah, come on now.
We're McLean's. No, we're not, jabroni.
No, you're wrong. Fucking Rock bottom off the skyscraper.
God.
Rock, you'll die too. Oh, kids don't kill himself. You remember that scene?
I still want to see Shaw and Hobbs. I want to see that one real bad.
I'll watch
That looks fun as hell.
That does look really fun. Even for someone that shits on Fast and the Furious franchise, I'm gonna catch up just so I can watch that fucking.
Same here. No, same here. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna have to like get them all and watch them and just be like, all right, I'm caught up, and then go watch that one because it looks funny as fuck. And it's probably gonna be just a spin-off franchise that they're gonna do. I imagine there's at least gonna be one more sequel to that.
You gotta catch the last one where they fight on the ice.
Yes, with the submarine.
Yeah, Ludacris. You'll believe Ludacris can act. That's the tagline.
God.
The movie may be good, but he would have to pay me $250,000 to make me believe that motherfucker can act.
Yeah,
I'll believe anything for $250,000.
Listen.
right.
Listen.
Right.
I went to Universal and I saw him like do the ride thing as well, and so did Vin Diesel. I was like, who paid you guys to do this?
It was in their contract.
Disney,
Yeah, how the hell did this happen?
Universal.
Yeah,
All contractual
they took-
obligation.
They took out the earthquake ride and put Fast and Furious in there. And all it is that you're in the same the same little truck thing, and you put it into this tube where there's like screens on both sides of you, and everybody's like you're driving around, the car's bumping up and down to make it seem like you're actually going somewhere. But like The Rock is somewhere, Ludacris is somewhere, Vin Diesel's somewhere. They're all like driving next to you, chasing these bad guys and shooting stuff. It looks like GTA. It's amazing. It's so amazing. It's so shitty as well.
I'm there.
It's
That's our next road
it was
trip.
wonderful, man.
Excuse the police sirens in my shitty neighborhood. Alpha Terranima says, lost my shit at the chiropractor because Will Smith rap song from 2004 started playing. Now my back hurts again.
Switch. Hey.
I don't know.
Okay.
TLJ Screwjob says Tumblr's going on about make Elsa a lesbian. Why? How about don't give her a love interest? That way she can be bi, straight, asexual, or lesbian. Here's what I say: it's a kids' movie. Don't put that shit and worry about it. Just nothing.
Just sell the costumes and the lunch boxes and all the other bullshit and just be happy with it.
Yeah. If Tumblr banned porn, now if they can ban stupidity, I think we'll be halfway there.
But if they do that, then they'll have nothing.
That's the point. Somebody sent a 5-pound message retracted. Thank you anyway. TLJ Screwjob says just full CGI Genie and put Robin vocals back in.
They did CGI him. Literally a dude's body with fucking Will Smith's face, and it looks weird.
He means like
No.
he means like take the animation style, turn that into CGI with the the big nose and the crazy little beard and all that stuff, and then just reuse Robin Williams' performance.
God hates us. That's why that will never happen.
10,000 years.
Yeah, and also you know he had the energy and all that other stuff to do that, and it was crazy, and it was very Robin Williams. So yeah, you cannot replicate that. I don't care what computer AI bullshit you have, you can't replicate that.
For me, Aladdin's like the only Disney movie I really, really, really enjoyed. Like, that was the first video game I ever beat. I had the tape and all this stuff. It bothers me on a different level that this one's getting remade. I'm just like, damn it, one I actually care about.
Yeah, it's the two really good ones. It's fucking The Lion King and Aladdin. I love both of them. It's just like, God, like they fucking waited to do this. It sucks. You have this. We're gonna call it live action, and The Lion King's all CGI. And then you have, hey, we got Aladdin, and we've got Will Smith in it, and he looks fucking weird. Give us your money.
God.
As Pooped by Anakin Skywalker says, Genie is going to rap instead of sing, isn't he?
Oh God! Oh, I hope not. Oh
Only
God!
If.
Getting Genie with it. Nah.
Only if.
Shut up!
Nah.
Shut up,
Genie
Dion.
with it. I promise that's gonna happen.
God damn it.
I would like to throw out there, why couldn't he sing that song "Miracles" by ICP? Could you imagine the Genie rapping to that?
That'd be hilarious.
Fucking magnets. How do they work?
Yeah.
Why couldn't he do a song for Men in Black 3? What the fuck happened? What did it be Pitbull?
Pitbull happened
because he did a song for Men in Black 2, and it fucking ended that goddamn Soul Train.
That song is terrible.
That's true.
It is.
Got your head. The black suits come in.
Yep.
I heard that the other day, and I was like, no.
Yeah.
Men in Black song though is awesome.
The first
yeah. Well, International's coming soon, so that should be fun.
They should get Will Smith to rap.
Yeah.
They should get Chris Hemsworth to rap a song. Why not?
Oh,
I'd listen and watch that. I would. That would be hilarious.
In his native Australian accent.
Sure.
Oh
I'm down with that.
I love Miley. She's got a big ass. I'm in this movie. Please give me a pass.
Wrong Hemsworth, brother.
Oh, shit.
That's a shame. I'm not going to even try to keep going with that. TLJ Screwjob says, watch the Bad Boys movies. Are they like Rush Hour? They're nothing like Rush Hour.
God, there's so much more action.
Way more
than Rush
action.
Hour.
Yeah, exactly. Way more action.
And they're
way better than Rush Hour.
Yes. I wouldn't say way, but definitely better.
Ref Deoline has a very meta super chat. Ghost Legend, I salute you. Nice rhyme.
Oh,
There you go.
How you roll, baby.
TLJ Screwjob says, Jeff, you up for a New Hope line pop quiz? One question. Yeah, sure, I'll do my best. It's a Vase Production says, I believe in what I'm doing because of this chat. We believe in you too. And Harvey Dent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're ready to believe you.
Yeah. Where was I at in Ghostbusters was on? I had to stop what I was doing to watch it.
I watched it earlier.
It was one of those.
Today.
It was one of those stupid Facebook watch parties. I was like, "Shit, Ghostbusters is on," and I have the movie on DVD and Blu-ray and all these other formats, but I had to stop to watch it because it was on.
Yeah, I was sitting around today. I was messing around doing some stuff around the house, and I was like, kind of bored and tired right now. I think I'm going to eat some cereal and watch some TV. I'm going to watch Ghostbusters. And
excellent choice.
It's how I spent my 4 o'clock hour.
The Real Last Jedi says, I hope Disney burns. That's all I have today.
How did it burn?
It's happening.
How did it burn? It's a Vase Productions says, get people that know source material and love it. Well, that would help. But remember, folks, they don't care about if you know it and love it if you spout the right shit to the people in power.
No, you have to destroy the things you hate and then love the things you hate. I don't know how that goes.
They should get Kurt Angle because he knows.
Well, the chances of Disney Episode 9 drastic go down of being any good. So,
yeah, I promise I'm wearing a fucking Scott Steiner t-shirt to Episodes 9. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, when we buy out all the seats and have it all to ourselves.
Yeah, I'll wear the fucking chainmail hat.
Oh my god.
Sir, you can't wear that. That's a weapon. No, it's not. It's my helmet.
We'll get that.
We'll get part of my religion. Okay.
We'll get the ghetto blaster that we were going to have Nick fucking get so we could come into the Halls of Pain song, and we'll just have fucking sirens blaring off of it as we go walking. Where's all of our freaks at?
We just know it verbatim each Scott Steiner promo. Better run, look at these because got some fat ass.
Gotta use your fucking money to fix your crooked teeth.
At some point, we have to broadcast from the Shoney's in Ackworth, Georgia.
Fine. We're actually continuing to grow. We'll call Scott Steiner's people and we'll have him meet us for breakfast.
Yeah.
We'll say you have an open mic to 150,000 people. Say whatever you'd like.
That's right. Just cut a fucking promo on him.
And right before he says anything, we go, "Give me the fucking mic."
Sir, it's built into the camera. Just start speaking.
Like, dude, we are huge fans of yours.
We are ready to believe you.
You're 4 dudes with some fat asses.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's see. Lonely Banter says Brie Larson is Roman Reigns. John Cena has charisma.
I mean,
yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair. That's fair.
The one time where Roman Reigns was cutting a promo and he lost it in the middle of the promo and he gives that like lost face, dude.
Yeah, he pulled that total dirt face age like type deal.
Oh my god.
Scott Steiner.
Yeah. Samuel Aragon says Dion Into Darkness was bad booty fan fiction at best.
Oh my god.
One more time. What? You mother. What? Mother. You're lucky I'm too drunk to have another rant right now.
I think he's trolling.
Don't fucking say fuck you, sir.
Samuel's cool.
It happened.
Grand Inquisitor says Nemesis is better than Into Darkness.
Oh my god, what the fuck? This is bullshit. You mean to tell me that fucking B4 fucking other weird Brett Spiner, whatever the fuck his name is better than, you know what? I'm not even gonna fucking entertain this.
Okay. Anyway, Swinging Cod says Dion, I am going to make a video of me lighting copies of Into Darkness and Dunham photos on fire while riding a horse. Now let's watch Mother.
Oh god, son of a bitch.
I was with you until that very last part.
You know what? If you do all those things, we'll watch Mother tomorrow.
Oh no,
no, we can't. You're next on the list, Swinging Cod, but we're gonna have to pull a double feature that night, boys, for that and Jumanji because we are behind.
As long as Jumanji is second.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's the only way that's gonna work.
Yeah, but we're probably going to sit and talk about Mother the whole time while we're watching Jumanji.
Well, at least Jumanji will give us a better taste in our mouths. I'm not going to watch this second.
I'm sure Karen Gillan is better than, what's her name? J-Law.
J-Law.
I actually like Jennifer Lawrence, but even I'm just like, that movie looks fucking terrible. Javier Bardem is just going to fucking headbutt the shit out of you the whole time. That's weird.
It is a very bad movie. It sucks big time.
Which means Dustin loves it.
Yeah, he does. He also likes
it. Was his movie of the year. That
okay? Dead silence.
Beep boop bop bop.
Tim Riggs says Into Darkness effed Khan and ruined Tribbles. Can you really ruin Tribbles though?
Tribbles already a joke. So
yeah, how close to your fucking heart were they? I'm guessing not that goddamn close. It didn't ruin fucking Khan. At the very least, it made him relevant and actually. Not more interesting, but it fit him into that specific universe. What
was the name of that wheat shit that they ate on that Troubles with Tribble episode, like Quadradilidad or something like that?
It was some weird. Yep. I know exactly what you're talking about. It was I can't remember what the name was off the top of my head, but it was silly as fuck.
Yeah, gotta love it. Tim Riggs also says GMPC coming back soon. I'll be around more in March. No, not soon. Still, got stuff to do, but eventually I'll get back to it. Grendel Fan 84, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time, says that darn cat is responsible for the cat variants covers month at Marvel and for our declining upcoming sales in the store that month. I feel bad for you guys over at Comics Elite because I'll hear Marvel stuff and I'm just like, who wants this? And people on the internet are like, that sounds great, but they're not going to go to their local comic book store to buy it, and you guys are going to get stuck with it.
Yep.
And you'll have to go to a convention and sell it for $1 and you paid whatever. So
or give it away when you buy like $20 worth of comics or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
And the Marvel double shipping and all that crap. It's real, man. It's real. Like, I get it that people on the internet like cats, but that's where the trailer lives right now, just basically on the internet. So maybe instead of going full bore with Cat Month, don't, and just put out a regular Spider-Man book and a regular Avengers book, and
Those
not be like,
people don't buy fucking comic books. Stop trying to get them to buy silly shit. You get them to buy comic books when you put out good shit. You know, no one.
Well, even then, even to test the waters, just do a pre-order. If it doesn't meet your demand, just cancel it. Done.
Yeah. Just make a variant cover.
No, it is a variant cover, but the way variant covers work, you have to buy so many to get them. So a lot of times these stores will get screwed over because they have to like order. I don't know. Let's say to get the John Romita Senior variant for Spider-Man, you have to order, 700 copies of a book. Let's say it's 150 realistically for the size of my local store. So something stupid like that, and then you get it, and then you can sell it for whatever. But then you're stuck with all those extra books of Spider-Man number 700. So it just really hurts the the guys at the consumer level, the people who own the stores.
And then they should make it an online order only thing.
Yeah, not a fan of what Marvel's doing with their damn books. Michael Rodriguez says, "You guys hear Cameron's bringing Alien 5 back?" I have not. Have you?
No. I haven't heard that recently.
Cameron's really fucking bad at talking about shit all the time. He's like, I'm gonna bring this back. I'm gonna make Avatar every single movie part of a bigger movie. I don't like. He's crazy as fuck right now, and I don't care for it at all. Like he's still working on like 18 Avatar movies, and none of them have come out yet.
They're not relevant anymore.
They're not. They're no way relevant. Nobody talks about Avatar like they do Star Wars or Star Trek or anything else from pop culture. Like it happened, it was a thing. Nobody cares about it now.
Well, even then,
the theme park
came out till 2021 or some shit like that.
I honestly thought a movie was going to come out for Avatar in like 2018 or something. But they keep going up. They keep getting further away. And I don't think
get pushed. You're right about that because I remember they did say it was going to be 2018 or 2019, and it did get pushed back. I want to say the second one got pushed. I want to say till 2021. I know that they were trying to shoot for 2020, and then he was jumping back onto the Terminator the Terminator franchise, and then he's like, "Well, we got 3 written." So again, like you said, it's who the fuck knows, man.
Yeah, and it's been how long has it been since the first Avatar?
2008.
Okay, all right. So, for me personally, I think you have 10 years to make a sequel to what you're doing, and he's at that limit right now, and it's not coming out until 2021. He's fucked. Nobody cares. So he can go do Terminator, 23 or whatever, and fuck it up and make it a transsexual robot that goes to the future, that comes back to the past, and goes to the 1800s to shoot frisbees. I don't fucking care.
All right, Blue Watcher, thank you. He says Blue Watcher is saying 2020, 2022, and 2023 or 2025. So
God damn.
So even if it's 2020, that's 2008, 2009. He says 2009 to 2020. That's 11 fucking years.
Yeah, and once again, nobody's like none of those like the toy places that Jeff gets his toys from. They're not making crazy Avatar toys to sell for $200 a pop or $500 a pop.
Avatar's done nothing.
Yeah, they've done nothing. There's no cartoons. There's nothing for it.
There's no figures. I think they recently came out with the drop ship or whatever.
They had them when the movie. They had them when the movie came out, and they flopped miserably. They used to come in a little.
They did, and then they had some. And I remember there was a rumor that they were going to re-release them. I want to say 2016. I haven't heard shit since then.
Look, in our most recent video, we talk about how Avatar failed to leave a pop culture footprint. Yep. I read it from a Scott Mendelson article, but then Scott Mendelson in another article they just put out recently says, well, Avatar is going to help Star Wars retain a big 1-2 punch for Disney at Christmas each year. I'm like, no, it's fucking not.
Yeah,
your words.
How? 2020.
Jesus Christ, Scott Mendelson, quit smoking meth, dude. Get your shit together.
It's just dumb. And then again, it's just even then, fucking. Because they released it, it happened, and then they re-released it, and it dropped during the re-release. So it's not like it was a re-release of Jurassic Park or Star Wars, or when Disney would re-release when they did Lion King. It's not like they re-released it and then you still had a high return. People the second time around stopped going. So you're gonna, and again, it made a lot of money. I get that, but that wasn't because of the story of the film. It was because the shit looked crazy in 3D at the time in 2009. It's like
It's the most overrated movie ever made.
Yeah, by far.
Second is Titanic. Do you see the connection?
Yeah. I don't like DiCaprio either. No, I'm not a James Cameron. He's not my favorite. 6 turning 4 burning.
Nicole Simpson can't rap.
I want justice.
Shit.
6 turning 4 burning says, I saw Alita today. It was a good but niche film.
It's anime. Which is how so much of that goes. Like, is it pretty good? Yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, it's pretty good. And it's like, oh, now they're fucking talking about.
Well, I mean, I saw Ghost
in
in the Shell, and that was just okay.
But I liked Ghost in the Shell, but it's the same
same
thing.
here.
It's like, it's like, okay, well, it looks cool. There's, it's action stuff, but her titties are fucking armor. It's like, okay, well, where am I going with this now? Okay, cool.
Where are you going with this? Even I want to know.
Yeah, that's
her
a
chest,
very good point.
Her chest opens up, but they're not real titties. I'm like, okay, well.
Anyway, Michael Rodriguez says, by the way, guys, Kylo Ren is one letter away from being Kybo Ren, the fat space pirate villain from the old Star Wars droid shows. Seriously?
If that's true,
I believe Michael Rodriguez, but I did not know that was a thing.
Listen, if it's true, that explains everything you need to know about fucking Lucasfilm right now. Literally.
Oh, God.
Pull that fucking name. That's fucking crazy.
Yes, Kybo Ren. Gear Kybo Ren Cha, commonly known simply as Kybo Ren, is the main antagonist of the Star Wars animated droid show.
If someone told you that that's a coincidence that works at Lucasfilm, they're a fucking liar. That's all we need to know about where we are with fucking Lucasfilm right now. That's fucking nuts.
Jeez.
The world just broke for me. Thank you, sir, because you proved. Holy shit. Fuck you, Lucasfilm. I want to fucking throw something right now. Go do it. That's fucking bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. You lied to my face for 2 years. Oh, it's something new, and yeah, we care about the fucking the canon, but we're gonna do something. We're gonna pay homage, bitch. You created something new, quote unquote, and you stole a fucking C character. Fuck you. Fuck. I hope your fucking kids fucking grow up to be unathletic pieces of shit, because that is bullshit. You change a letter and you're like, yep, that'll do. Print it, bitch. Let's get the motherfucker from Girls, and we'll get that one English chick from shit that no one cares about. And he's instead of Kybo, he's Kylo. Oh my God, Jeff, that is such a great fuck you guys.
Dude, we should do Dion. We should do something really stupid called Tybo Ren and get Billy Blanks a job. There we go.
Absolutely.
I was thinking the exact same thing just that second. I was like, dude, we should have. Yeah, good job.
Dude, that's how Ben Solo got so full. Let's see. Admiral Tiberius says, I watched I'm Gonna Get You Sucka the other night, and it's a million times better than the Disney Star Wars franchise. What a legendary film.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Yes.
How much Basil says, a word that I'm not allowed to say on a super chat. Okay. 6 turning 4 burning says, R. Wilson is in the Dirty Rotten Scoundrels ripoff. I saw that trailer. I was like, ew. Because I love Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Yeah, her and Anne Hathaway are in the remake. So whatever the crappy, the movie Party Boob, codename Party Boob, is going to be the sequel to. Oh, man. Maybe we could get Aubrey Plaza to be codename Party Boob.
That would be awesome, because
it's Aubrey Plaza.
Oh, it's called it's called The Hustle?
I guess that's what it's called, yeah.
That's weird. That's so God.
It's a Vase Production says, I made my channel a week ago. It's been doing well. I just got that shit on Facebook as well. I didn't accept it. I took pics. Didn't get why. I can't tell if it's legit. Let's find good Star Wars stuff or identify and destroy. Hold on, let me read that. I didn't accept it. I took pics. Oh. Well, I mean, Facebook's legit.
Problem solving right here.
Wait, what? You've had one too many drinks.
Yeah,
tonight.
he's
Yeah. Not sure where that's going.
You can hear the ice clinging in his glass.
I'm laughing because Jeff reads it and then stops and goes, "Wait, what? Hold on."
Yeah, I just got the shit on Facebook as well. I didn't accept it. I took pics. I didn't get why out. I can't tell if it's legit. Let's find good Star Wars stuff or identify and destroy. I don't know what that means. I read that clearly that time, and I'm lost.
Hey, I can admit that I'm drunk. Apparently, the dude who's sending his super chats is shit face. Yeah, I was on fucking Facebook and I fucking admitted it, but I don't know. Fucking, let's find some shit to talk about.
I wish I had some desk wine right now. God damn it.
Do I need to bring you a case, Jeff?
Yes, you do.
For Hound?
Yes, you
I want
do.
one bottle of wine for every copy of The Boys of Somerville you sent me. That's our
Well,
trade-off.
see, I need to rent a U-Haul truck then.
The shade is real.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna be giving out free copies of that film at Horror Hound, folks. So if you'd like a free signed DVD from World Class Bullshitters that we had nothing to do with, please stop by our table.
Oh God.
Gary Bernaska says Captain Marvel, I think, is the start of these comic book movies starting to make them take themselves way too seriously.
I think you're right on that. I refuse to lose faith until we have that defining moment where it happens.
So
and
March 8th, 2019, Captain Marvel coming to a theater near you to piss on your hopes and dreams.
But again, Endgame is after that, so it's like that's what's weird. Are they going to change? They're putting the seeds to switch over to this woke bullshit, but again, they choose to stick with the formula that works with
Dion.
Endgame.
What if Endgame is woke?
It won't be. It won't be. It won't be. How's it gonna be woke? Captain Marvel comes out of nowhere and saves the day.
Yes.
That was brought up on High Council last year, and when everyone is wrong, I will sit here drunkenly on this show, and hopefully I get an invite to be drunken on that show, and I will say, "I told you so, motherfuckers."
Yeah, that's gonna get lost in the mail. Anyway, moving on. It's a Vegas production.
Apparently, the original good Dirty Rotten Scoundrels is free to watch on YouTube.
That's a fantastic
nice.
film. You should watch it. Let me reread. It's a Vase Productions. Says, I will post my badge on my page ASAP. This is nuts.
Your badge?
I think he's having issues with his Facebook page because It's a Vase Productions is another YouTube channel, and I think he's been having issues with getting his stuff on Facebook.
Oh, did he get a badge for being commenter on Work That's Bullshitters?
Maybe. I don't know. We don't issue those out.
No.
Like, Facebook takes care of 90% of all that.
Yeah, that's true. They do.
Like, if a post gets taken down, it's probably Facebook.
Most likely, yeah.
Because half the time we just talk to each other about like memes and going to Chicago and stuff.
Damn right.
Mm-hmm.
Logan Michael, who I thought was going to see Happy Death Day, says pops are gay. Nothing special here, just a fact.
Oh God, I'm gonna go see it tomorrow and do a review for it.
Yeah, man.
Where are you going to do the review, Nick?
I will do a review on my YouTube channel called Real Independent Productions, Real with 2 E's, where every Friday we do a podcast about independent horror films, and you guys should subscribe right now to it so you can hear what we're going to do. We're going to release tomorrow. We watched not Amazon Hotbox, Space Babes from Outer Space, and we're going to record the podcast, and it's going to be out tomorrow. So enjoy that.
Do you guys take
love that movie.
guests? Because I already subscribed, and I'm pretty drunk right now, but I would love to get drunk and go on your show.
Don't do it, Nick. It's a trap.
Yeah,
it
sure.
is a trap.
Send you an invite. Just look in the mail for it, man.
I have no idea how we've been on this episode for more than 2.5 hours, and my drunk ass has been going on and on.
I know.
It's been allowed to continue. What is happening?
I'll just reprimand you in New York by throwing you off the bridge.
Geez.
There you go.
Folks, we're not going to make it to Star Wars Celebration, which means we have an extra 5-day ticket up for grabs. Just be the first person to send us a letter to P.O. Box 5069, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45205. That says, me want Star Wars ticket, and I will send it.
Did you guys see Salt with Angelina Jolie. I love that movie.
Yeah,
Hey,
and Dion has
don't take my ticket. I like that movie.
Oh my god, I love you guys so much. Let me read these so we can do after hours because it's gonna be a long night. Brett Favre says the yellow guy from Sin City is Scott Mendelsohn.
Nick Stahl, wrong. Spoiler alert.
Have you ever seen the movie where he like gets tricked by a bunch of high school kids to hang out and then they accidentally kill him?
Nick Stahl.
No.
It's like with him and Bijou Phillips and a couple other people that don't act anymore.
He did a movie with a dude named Bijou.
It's a girl.
Poor bastard.
I'm trying to look her up. I typed in Bjork.
I feel like we've had that. Yeah, I was gonna say I think we had that confusion with Dion before.
Yeah,
Probably,
Bijou
I ain't gonna
Phillips.
lie.
Dion, you'd probably like her.
I trust you know what I like, so I trust.
Her sister.
I trust your,
She's related to Mackenzie Phillips and China Phillips, spelled Chyna, like the wrestler.
yeah, we like the wrestler more than the porn star.
The movie is called Bully, which stars Nick Stahl, Brett Renfro, Rachel Miner, Bijou Phillips, Michael Pitt, and nobody else that you know of.
Dude, was it after that movie where he disappeared for like 2 weeks randomly?
I think so, yeah.
And everyone was like, "Where's Nick Stahl?" And I was like,
Who
after Terminator 3,
Yeah.
he probably should fucking disappear for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that movie was bad too. Where he was
The fight scene was cool, but then you're like, Nick Stahl's gonna save me from the robots. We're fucked.
One of our listeners requested we do Terminator like a while ago. If you're still
I'm
out
down.
there, you want to get involved with that Terminator commentary, we'll make it happen.
Wait, the first one?
I think they wanted to do all three. Well, I think we agreed to do the first two. So it'll be for the first two Terminators. Because the story ends.
Yeah. The first two I'm down for. The third one is just kind of like, oh, fuck, why?
Yeah, I only acknowledge 2 Terminator movies.
I agree.
TLJ Screwjob has a great super chat that says, when The Rock hit the rock bottom in Jumanji, I freaked out, and then I had to explain to my friend, that was The Rock's finishing move when he wrestled. Now you know my internal thought process, TLJ Screwjob. Anytime The Rock does something on TV, that's what he did when he was wrestling. I was like, yes, he's coming back. And then I realized,
I will say till this day, his best move in all of his movies was in The Rundown, where he gets to do the rock bottom in the club. Jeff, I know what you're talking about. Kendo, you too. That was a great fight scene. He gave him the rock bottom, and that was after Arnold Schwarzenegger passed him on the way in. That was
a good scene.
Yeah, yes it was.
Now, speaking of The Rock, today is the 7th anniversary when he returned. We were in your living room watching that. Remember?
Yes, we were. Absolutely.
That was awesome.
That was fucking crazy.
And Dustin's wife is like, "Do you want to go to WrestleMania? I'll buy you tickets." Because that was the one year I wasn't going to go because I had gone like the previous 3 or 4 years. I'm like, you know what? I don't like wrestling. I'm done. And then the day before The Rock comes back, Dustin's wife calls me on the phone. She's like, "Hey, we're about taking Dustin to WrestleMania for his birthday." I'm like, "Oh, you guys have a great time." She goes, "No, I want you to go, and I'm going to pay for it." And I went, "What?"
It was 26 or 27, right?
Yeah, 27. That would have been 2011. Yeah.
Yep. Because because I was convinced. I was like, because I think you and I were the only ones saying like the only person that can come back is The Rock. It's The Rock that's going to come back and host it. We know it's The Rock, and you and I were literally the only people that I knew that were saying it was The Rock, and that should happen. And I was just like, you know what?
We cheered,
oh,
we cheered so loud. We cheered so loud that I think Jake even came out of his room to watch the TV, not even to bitch about being loud. He's just like, "Oh, I had to see what you guys are talking about."
Yeah, he was just like,
it was a fucking moment.
It was, man. And then 27 actually happened, and we were all just like,
But then WrestleMania 28 came and went, and I had a great time.
Yes.
Michael Rodriguez looks like Campia got a new vid slamming Star Wars fans. Well, it looks like I got some work to do, Michael Rodriguez, because John Campia is our mortal enemy.
Fuck that guy.
He's like Charlie Kelly, and we're like the lawyer. We'll come out on top.
Oh, shit.
Logan Michael says, "What do you think of Mezco toys? The only thing I've been interested in is the Cinema of Fear toy line from years ago, which had great Jason figures." I like Mezco toys. I have the Mezco 112 Michael Myers, and I see a lot of their stuff that comes out. Now, it really is a figure-by-figure basis for me, Logan Michael. Some of their stuff, like Michael Myers got me to buy it. Some of their Marvel stuff, I feel like their Marvel figures are a lot like the video games where they over-design the suits. Like Spider-Man's suit is just a simple red and blue costume with black webbing and white eyes. You don't need to put all these extra lines and detail and all this extra textured crap. It looks good for some movies like Spider-Man 2, but then they over-engineer it for like Civil War and Homecoming, and I'm just not a fan. So I feel like Mezco does that with a lot of their stuff.
Mezco is they're doing a Warriors deluxe box set.
I saw it's $275.
Yeah, and you get like what, 4 figures or 4.
Yep, 2 Baseball Furies, and Ajax and Swan.
Uh-huh.
I showed that to Veronica. She's like, I need that for my wedding. I'm like, well, it comes out in 2020, so
It comes out in 2020. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn, man.
Why wouldn't they put one of the
I may do that.
Ramblers?
I'm a huge Warriors fan. I might do that.
I'm kind of sad they put one of the Ramblers. What's his name from the Ramblers in this set? That kind of makes me
Yeah, they should have. They totally should have. Like, they only need 1 Baseball Fury.
Nah, dude, you need the
Seriously.
orphans.
That
Yeah.
sad. You see what happens, Warriors? You see what happens when you mess with the orphans?
the orphans are
Firebomb.
so low. They ain't even on the grid, man.
That dude had a lazy eye. That was kind of funny. To me. As a
Shit.
kid,
Still
I was like,
looking for him.
we're supposed to be intimidated by this dude with long black hair and a lazy eye, bitch, please. And he's got a random Puerto Rican
Well, he's
with
an
him.
orphan.
I'm just like, okay. He's what happens with the orphans? Firebomb.
Tim Riggs, thank you very much. I think I figured out Dion's Horror Hound Cincinnati gift. A pony play bridle, horse mask, and ass chaps.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Bring more
Now-
tequila.
Now, what's her name from Charm supposed
Yeah.
to be there, isn't she? So
Shannon
we're talking
Doherty.
Shannon Doherty, which is, lowbrow, but at the same time, shoot for the moon. You land amongst the stars, guys.
Didn't Bill Cosby say that?
God, I hope not.
I don't know. Christina Ricci's gonna be there.
Ooh.
Yes.
Now,
Right.
that is someone I would actually try to bang. I'm not even going to lie about that shit.
I told you
That's not
my-
drunk me.
My cousin used to date her cousin, right?
Yeah.
You did.
Oh,
Oh,
true story.
John Cusack canceled. Oh.
Oh no,
Oh,
I want my
oh.
$2. Astro Live says
I'm actually kind of bummed out.
Oh,
Really?
yeah. Oh, yeah. You wanted to see him. Shit.
I want to ask him about
Yeah, I
behind
wanted
the
him to
scenes
sign
of
my Hot Tub Time
2012.
Machine Blu-ray.
Damn
Oh,
it.
you
That's
did say
true.
that. I'm sorry, I can't even joke about it anymore. If only you were proud of the quality
Wait, I ain't
content we
going.
put out, he would have showed up.
Yeah.
You know what you should do? It says you want to get him to sign Hot Tub Time Machine. You should go to another convention that he's at and stab him in the eye with a fork.
Yeah. No. No. That's called assault.
We'll need a permanent replacement for Kendo if
Actually-
that happens.
Actually,
jeez.
battery.
Yeah.
It's
With a
it's
fork.
it's bad either way. It's bad either way. Just don't do
but
it.
then-
Here on the channel.
then
Either way,
you can tell him, you can tell him,
it
hey,
ends with me
that's
in
for
prison.
2012. Well, I don't want you to go to prison, but I also want you to make him pay for 2012 because fuck that movie.
Not Con Air, where he wore his sandals with socks.
Oh
Sir.
fuck.
Con
Vince
Air,
Lorcan.
that's my plane. Don't shoot my plane, John. We all know you can't afford a plane, buddy. Calm down. Plus,
Yeah,
you're
not
wearing a
Nicolas
fucking.
Cage.
You're wearing a tan suit, so let's just fucking cool it a little bit.
Vince Larkin, my man.
Vince like
Now, Astro Lime says James Cameron doesn't do what James Cameron does for James Cameron. James Cameron does what James Cameron does because James Cameron is James Cameron.
I
That might be the most truest statement I've heard tonight.
Yeah, Astro Lime wins the award for MVP.
Plus, it was also funny that he lost Best Picture to his ex-wife, which
Yeah.
makes me laugh to this day.
You know,
Oh, shit.
I hate both movies equally, The Hurt Locker and Avatar, but I'm glad The Hurt Locker won over Avatar because at least we
See,
didn't have to like pay $20 extra per movie ticket
Yes.
because The Hurt Locker.
Yes, and see, and I actually like The Hurt Locker. It definitely wasn't the best film of that year,
That was
but
what, 2009,
remember-
right?
yeah, and I think that was literally the last Academy Awards I watched in its entirety. And I remember sitting with Hillary, watching it. I was just like, it would be hilarious if he lost to his ex-wife, and it happened. I was just like, yep, I'm done. I've lived my life.
That is incorrect, sir, because we watched the Oscars in 2011 because that is the year I read you My Immortal and we almost died laughing.
But that doesn't count because
Yep.
we weren't watching the Oscars. We were listening to you. That was hilarious. So I wasn't technically watching the Oscars.
You were watching but not listening. It doesn't matter. Anyway, Etep Wakoyan says,
Potato, tomato.
I did the Scott Steiner give me the fucking mic after a match. I was starting my promotion drunk. The promoter was not impressed, but at least I got heat. Hashtag too sweet. By the
You're
way,
my
Etep
fucking
McCoy,
hero.
I got your message about wanting to be on the wrestling podcast with Jeremy. I don't know when that's going to happen, but how about I throw you an invite to join us for our wrestling Patreon thing? You're a former pro wrestler, and you know,
You're my hero if you did that, because that's fucking.
Dude, he's the guy that sent us a Nintendo 64 and his NWO style stickers for each of us. I got to give them to you guys here when you come here.
That's
Nice.
dope, dude. I love that dude already. Fucking,
Yeah,
especially
he's
if
awesome.
you got drunk and pulled a fucking Scott Steiner. You're my spirit animal.
I want to get drunk and act like the Sandman, minus the hitting myself in the head.
The funny thing is, too, you're probably a lot more cooler than the actual Sandman.
Oh, I guarantee it. I would guarantee it, jabroni. Yeah, I smacked my hand like a rock.
That fucking old motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Swinging Cod. No, sorry. Alpha Terranema says, I liked Into Darkness, but I enjoyed Godzilla 1998, King Kong Lives, and Jaws 3. They got me into their series before hearing what they wanted. Or sorry, they got me into their series before hearing that they were hated.
I didn't hear anything wrong with what you just said at all.
I think Dion liked those movies.
3. I love Jaws 3, and I love King Kong Lives, and Godzilla 98. I thoroughly enjoy, even though it's Matthew Broderick and what's her fucking face staring at each other.
Oh, that one chick that did that one movie that one time only.
Yeah, with the blonde curly hair in that one movie that she had in the same other movie, and then she also had with randomly fucking Hank Azaria's in that goddamn movie. What the fuck?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good film, but I don't hate it.
It's really bad.
Nope.
I love it, but it's really bad.
Mm-hmm.
Where are we at? Oh, Swinging Cod says, had the Avatar argument with a coworker today. I told him it was Fern Gully in space. He started to say no, paused, said yeah, and looked sad.
Also Dances with Wolves in space.
I would always say it was Pocahontas in space. Which all
it was
three
shit in
fucking
space.
did.
What it was. Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah.
But I will
It's
say,
crap.
Michelle Rodriguez looked hot as shit with fucking random paint on her face, even though she was flying a fucking ship.
Random paint is what gets you off, man. You are an easy man to please. That's why I like.
That's true, but also
He's really drunk right now.
but
So
also, I am. You're not lying. But also, the other thing that turns me on is weird, but Michelle Rodriguez keeps getting in trouble for beating up her girlfriends, which is weird that turns me on. But also, I can take Michelle Rodriguez.
Does it turn you on?
you can take her to bed.
Shut up. Don't you ASMR me right now.
Yeah, save that for after hours.
All
Samuel Aragon says, Avatar's legacy is buried in Tumblr furry groups.
You're
Yeah,
not
I
wrong.
think Yep. Yep.
Great Loner says, Into Darkness sucks. Fight me, Dion.
You son of a bitch. We're fucking fighting in the middle of the street. Winner takes all, which is
All right, Tommy Guns.
a Blu-ray copy of Into Darkness signed by Benedict Cumberbatch.
Dion, I got some good news. It's also been signed by Peter Weller. Are you going to fight harder?
Oh,
I will-
shit.
I'll fight him for $1.
Logan Michael has 3 super chats in a row. Would you rather be named Keith or Lutz?
I
It's
love
like-
Logan Michael, and to satiate his curiosity, call me Lutz, because a black dude named Lutz is fucking hilarious.
I'll go with Lutz as well, because Keith, I saw that Family Guy episode.
Plus, a 6'5" half black dude is named Lutz is hilarious.
I'm Keith. No, you're not.
You're Lutz, dude.
I know. Let's just all be Lutz. How's that?
Yeah.
Kendo, Nick?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm okay with that.
World class Lutz shitters.
Yeah. I'm your host. With me tonight is the what? The only Lutz.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm the man with the tan, the original plan, and Lutz is your nuts because Lutz.
That man chuckling in the background is the last standing Samoan Big Rig Lutz.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
And finally, our favorite Appalachian American Lutz.
Hi.
Thank you, Logan Michael, for making this episode.
That bit it turned out awesome. Way better than I thought it was going to turn out. That was great.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lutz.
Logan Michael wants to know what's our email address. Our email address is worldclassbs@mail.com, the best mail.
.com.
Yes, your internet stayed connected. Logan Michael also says,
.com. My internet fucked up. I'm sorry.
he asked me if I want a Castle Grayskull.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We love He-Man and the Masters of the Universe.
I've got one of those in a box downstairs.
Ooh. You don't have Serpent Mountain or whatever it's called, the other one?
No, I got it. I've got both.
With the rest of your Appalachian gear.
Sure.
He-Man. Let's see. Tim Riggs says, "Assure Nick I'm bringing Don Julio to Horror Hound."
Fantastic.
Ooh.
And
Hey, I won't believe it until I see both of them.
I do like how when what's his name brought tequila and Nick just kept going, oh shit, oh, and then just proceeds to drink it.
yeah,
That's
Tim
probably
Riggs.
that's
Yeah, that
probably the realest big rig you can get right there.
I don't know. When we spiked his Everclear and he was chuckling like a little girl at the house in Florida. I think that's the realest we ever got him.
Yes, that's the white girl wasted Nick. Right
Oh my
there.
God.
That's the true
Never
Nick.
again. Never again.
Never again until Chicago.
Oh, jeez.
You will never be invited back to Star Wars Celebration.
Yep.
Let's make it count.
Yeah.
And then
Let's get our fucking
Victoria's
money's
future
worth.
fiance depressed us all.
If you gotta go with a smile.
Right.
Logan Michael has the final super chat of the evening. Hey Dion, horse, bitch.
Okay.
God damn it, Logan. And also, as much as I appreciate the super chat for the channel, which is awesome, $1.99, bitch. This ain't the Dollar Tree. $1.99? Oh, come on.
Mighty Nick 100, thank you very much. I'm more hyped for Godzilla King of the Monsters than Avengers 4.
Oh, get out of here with that shit.
Jeez.
Hey, King of the Monsters, what would you do, Dion, if King of the Monsters was amazing and Avengers kind of disappoints you? Just play the game.
If I was disappointed by Endgame and King of the Monsters was better, I would the nerd in me would probably wank off to pictures of Sigourney Weaver, but the man in me
You already do that, though.
Yeah.
That's not the point. That's not the point. Shut up. That's not the point. But the man in me would be very, very drunk and ranting on the episode after King of Monsters.
Well, that'll be you and May anyway, so. TLJ
Well,
Screwjob has a great one. Close us out. But with the blast shield down, how can I see? How am I supposed to fight? What is Obi-Wan's response? Verbatim if you can. Your eyes can deceive them. Don't trust them. Isn't that what he says, right?
Yeah.
Dion?
Yeah, well, he says
Eyes can deceive
you don't need
trust
your eyes to fight. Yep, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Eyes can deceive.
boop, beep,
And,
pop, eyes.
something about instinct.
Yeah. Forget
Eyes
yeah,
can
act
deceive.
on instinct. Well, I think I got it. That's Han Solo. Return of the Jedi.
Great, Jeff. Don't get penisy.
Fuck you. Family Guy Star Wars. Grand Inquisitor says B4 is greater than emo Spock. What's B4?
You shut your grand ass up. B4 is better than fucking emo Spock. Get the fuck out of here.
What's
That
B4?
motherfucker. B4 from Star Wars. This I think is what he
There's
means.
B4 in Star Wars. There's BB-8. There's R2-D2.
Yeah.
There's C-3PO.
So I'm-
B4.
So I'm
2-1-B.
guessing that he's probably fucked up too and got the wrong character. I'm assuming that's what he means. That's why he's fucking
Tu Wong
wrong.
Fu.
Great movie.
You wait till you get on After Hours when you can really be stupid. John
What are you trying to say?
Wesley Smith says John Campia, more like John Can't-Pia. Well, John
Get
Camp-
out.
Yeah,
Get out.
leave. No,
We're done here.
John Campia, man. It is so fun to hear him speak because I know I'm going to have great content to make afterwards.
Mhm.
In the
Mhm.
future.
And it also seems like it doesn't know how the internet works, where like if you say or post anything about an opinion and you like, yeah, I've always liked this thing and I've never ever said anything against it. People can go back to the archives of that shit and find out that you're wrong. Like it's really easy to do that. Like I don't know why nobody understands how that works. I don't get it.
You don't know shit about how cars work. That's how there is to it.
No, thank you. Pagan God X, thank you very much. No Rian Johnson trilogy? I knew he couldn't handle a threesome.
Oh,
You can barely
Episode
handle a
9.
onesome.
Shit, episode 9 is about to prove that shit.
All right, folks. Well, thank you. This has been an almost 3-hour episode of World Class Bullshitters, which we didn't plan, but
Fuck.
hey. It's okay.
Long form.
Awesome. Yeah, long form evening. It's gonna get really weird on after hours because Dion's really drunk. I'm tired, and Nick and Kendo or Nick and Kendo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's not lying either.
Yeah, it's about to get fucking weird. I got us all kinds of weird topics to discuss, including let's give them a little teaser, guys. It's now illegal to defecate and urinate on sidewalks in Denver, Colorado. So there you go. That's going to be tonight's topic. All
right.
So, folks, thank you for watching World Class Bullshitters. We appreciate each and every one of you out there. I'll be back on Monday with another video, and be on the lookout for all kinds of awesome stuff from this channel in the coming weeks, days, and months, and all that other shit leading up to Captain Marvel. We got a Captain Marvel coming up, a video. We got an interesting take on a Star Wars piece of information, and a lot more. So until next time, folks, have a good one and be excellent to each other.